10 ml no
10 ml no 2
ediafra na one
no
oh okay
yeah
okay and you know just I want to best and to attend and na ho atowana
oh they be it depends once yare no you yare ahoro na yare bia so no you stage a edru
okay
and na be determine how longer obefa edru no yes but assurance na say we try with one bottle.
Okay.
We'll try with one bottle. Well, you start seeing changes.
Okay.
There'll be improvement. Into no be an cancer say be say an ACC be 2 bottles and I'll be fan for say 1 year and so they be. We start with a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah. Into we start with a bottle. I'll be home changes. Na yatwaso if you.
Okay. Me who say enya Ghana nko South African so kra no. My register wo ho. Yeah.
Into yeah registered do no South Africa and Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Yeah, at the moment since ye juma or Nigeria say you be registered dono so
okay.
Yes, into all these countries in so my own test so in terms of safety and because 74 everywhere we go they do tests.
Okay.
Into yeah test and now you say a safe effective and so yeah.
Okay. For boost your immune system. Nenya hoden. Ya dey how hospital bebele no doso. Pe 74 T74 for short. T74 tire to honomo. Na pharmacy drugstore herbal shop be bia wo bia no. Ya dey do do kro wo no. T74 kwana ko pebito dog se ba bia to no bia bi wo ho ho
oh bia obeku bia obenye
okay enti ma kire Ghana for hefa no atufuo no obi pedodo atu a
yeah enti wo call kan shi drug lane wo call drug lane na obenye bi wo ho Randy Pharmacy wo Medina obenye bi wo ho Circle Hanso bebrina so eton 2074 no na say so the most herbal shops and so ko ho obenya 2074 minim baby a wotie misisi but baby obi a wotimi rush ko pharmacy no akwa akobisa say T74 and say 2074 ebi wo ho ana yeah na me de me nam ye nam so betu dwa yes obi wo ensem bi opese obi sa na say baby wo okoye no wenye bia
mami mo bo numbers ne ma wo enti ubetimi afre edu papa nie edro we wo no se de wunum nsuo me kura man fan friends o ba me no se de mi num nsuo so ho enti se de ho akwankyere sitie no wo bobo modea na wa frɛ 0246 073798 0246
34
me pese okay 0246 073498 and your first one 0246 073498
yes.
Other line also 0501 62 8931 0501 62 8931 baby a tone will be abenya biato enkora no mbi
say o baby less than 12 years this all free
okay
mom na fan 20 mils no
okay
yeah but any other from 12 years upwards the obefa 20 mils no but or less than 12 years mpaucho and fan man free would direct you those are what be man ansana
okay enti Ghana baby a tone will be a missing numbers ni su biem 0246 073498 0246 073498 and now says 0501 628931 natural say Tontina 74
Accra FM
dog ne kra no
ne krakra me chese entwe ma yare bi embebo ana emfa wo ento ho ansa na wakọ pe edru pa no echiru kwan baby obi timi akọ drug store ana say pharmacy bi akọ pe 2074 yeah it's for general well-being. Don't be sick before you get 2074 it's pebi nanom na fine.
That's papa Citizen Show ebusuafo enti efri sanme yakopim say no nsia bebo ya ye be sorry so na akankase ebo no abrawo no ene ye nsom on my Ghana's #1 CTV ye demu live Ghana's #1 television station CTV awie ye demu life ya wo hwe ye oh dog nyame shira wa mama two emi shira wo pa ba me ma tu ba kwa nti next year you shira wo me ma me papa ti bre me tu na fa go me da se pa me da se eti CTV live and every citizen show ye demu na ye som Ghana fo
the elephant away the same which away
let's come back come back so you to follow it no so you go there
the elephant away the same which away
let's come back so you to follow it no so you go there come back so you to follow it no so you go there
the elephant away the same which away
let's come back so you to follow it no so you go there come back so you to follow it no so you go there
the elephant away the same which away
let's come back so you to follow it no so you go there come back so you to follow it no so you go there
the elephant away the same which away
let's come back so you to follow
Honorable members, I'm sure the first thing you have realized is that I've restored the title Honorable. The day I read my former communication to you and proceeded to suspend the 4 members, I never used the term honorable.
Agent Baduma Darumenti, yes, streaming live our Facebook, yeah, demo live our CTV so.
Track the full operationalization of the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System to facilitate the payment for goods and services across our continent. If we commit to these actions, we can unlock a $3.4 trillion market, creating jobs and prosperity for millions of Africans across this continent. We must move beyond being exporters of raw material to become producers of finished goods, whether it is cocoa in Ghana, oil in Nigeria, copper in Zambia, or diamonds in Botswana. We must process and add value to our natural resources. By so doing, we'll not only increase our share of global trade, but also create sustainable jobs for our people, especially our young people. We must indigenize ownership of our natural resources. There's capital and technology available to us today to increase our participation in the exploitation of our natural resources.
Only Dr. Stephen Opuni, Man Stivo. Partner or somewhere de Maya because ya brepa. Hey, boss KKD. Ama said if you had your hair shrine pow. Would you have much as a building? A member tintum tiny quote. Friday crown Betty a wash a hill. They say Friday crown Betty a hill. Well, do not so sour. And one is Sancro for you to suit to no one tie. Because he was here, we are Berman one says it, I'm tired, don't come here. Oh, you are banning with dresses, so I have quite young groom you. And if you hire for pa, baby, I would team in Cabiano. Who bet me at Johnny or Facebook, Accra 100.5 FM. Who bet me Swahwe, I was CTV so. Pinana ekosu Ghana ha eniema bebrena na esisi President John Dramani Mahama ministers nankasa wayi wo munyina awie substantive ministers no wayi wo mawie sese no aka deputies ene ye hwe kwan ena yenim sese de odi kan hye boninti no enye ministry bia ene benya deputy minister so far no ministers ni nyina da on say wakeka bia bom wa meji bi akeka bia bom ena wasan so ateso enti ministries ya 2017 ye 120 ministers ni deputies no this time around eniama sesa wateso e dia ba form deputies regional ministers and then other ministers no ni nyina ye 60 ministers na nkasa no wayi wo mawie all the 16 regions wayi wo mawie omo vetting no afenso no other ministries nso no sector ministers wayi wo mawie eje se aka deputies no ya enwo ba be yie na wo hwe figa na abana na je se ministries bebre ho no ma se de make no enya de a wo mo ebenya deputies chief executive officers ni CEOs no wo gusu a wo yi ni bebre esansa that sector ne de e wo say ya no wo yi enra so obi ka chem say Dr. Tony Obi o ontwen na ni position de minerals commission ya da ho no mo twen no e si de okonkon ho osensen ho ai ya so osensen ho kwa ne nan ba ku gina bonten era ba ku so gina gate na no enche kwa ne nan ba ku na aka no obepia ko ama kire say Dr. Tony Obi minerals commission akwa eti sese no adwuma no sorry ya wiase enra ministers ya approve wo mo parliament approve wo mo no swearing in ebekoso ewa bankesie mu na adwuma no wo mo afri ase na adwuma no o mo afri ase gidigidi ya wiase adwuma no o mo be fri ase gidigidi because time no day change no a mo kan ya no change na nya ba wie change no so dia ba wie a reset no if you say efrase because ye ni mre ye ni wotwe honhom ye ni mre wa Ghana ha say ya ya de ba betwe bibia emre eni ho no mo say ye benyam le dia ma ministers de ye hwe kwan ne say all the ministers na wɔn frase wɔn yɛ adwuma no ministry bia yɛ de wakɔ bia no wobɛma Ghana fo hu de ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ saa ministry hɔ ministry bia yɛ de wawura no ɛntwentwɛn so ma Ghana fo hu se finance ministry de wokɔto yɛ nie sei na ɛwɔ hɔ energy ministry ma Ghana fo hu se ne yɛsitie wɔ hɔ agric ministry se de honorable Ekopoku watie si abɔnten lands wamo elutu wama share no properties state lands no wama Ghana fo hu no ye hwe kwan se other sectors other ministers ebema ye hunu ye hwe se trade and industry minister mi ankasa me maame honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare de okoto obema ye hunu gender ministry no na school feeding hye school feeding one mo na hye free senior high school one mu feed ni nyina no mo na hye eti gender ministry so no ye hwe se maame no won so we free adwuma se no wo be ma ye hunu and then all the 16 regions ministers ni amokwato ye no mama Ghana fo hunu mama Ghana fo hunu na Ghana fo enhunu said the oman no na first esitie enye nkata so momu aso bia enye say wo wafa ne regional minister entum pese wo be ma wo wafa ni magu ase entine ma bi on ma akwa kata so wo kata so at the end of the day no wo party na wo ba bedi na bro ba bedi ninya because 4 years na da wani mu no enche na aba wan na dwen say 2020 dey see ya wa Ghana ha say no 4 years be ba say see ama 2024 ya kwa election na MPP elusu power eti ministers ni nyina da so far ministers ni nyina da ye twe wo bia report awade ba ye twe wo bia de obia fa ne de mra said the president Mahama aka no mun brief Ghana for na ye huna na de so ha wotina he abusuafo na otu da ko adwone me awiai enti yenye adwuma fast na yentoa so na akwaba
ya enna
presidential staffer
mo kama na yo
na so me kama na yo presidential staffer
na so de so timi wura petente kram nti
ehu bibia
o kan sem bia
and presidential staffer say presidential staffer no de wo so obi timi free CMG ko
there be nipa ba ko na say
wo de
no but you phrased
a good challenge kakra
abi you've raised a very important issue utie na emi de say me can say abra na your position no
na mo wo opposition
no say NDC they say Ghana party ba ko NDC uni be the enemy ni ba bia wo because part say NDC they say MPP for NDC for CB for journalist wo
I say Dr. Rans for John Potimika said 2016 me to my MPP
yes.
2016 so ya campaign my right. MPP so pa or say 2020 or to my MPP na say 2024 what one NDC asanso kra nya appointment
more fire enyo no nko a lawyer Martin Pebu can the same thing so what to my MPP over time or can say this your better my NDC or ye in fact or ye campaign be my NDC and here be a na shase and I know say e be wie yi
friend na ya ajantua when your friend is
CPP former general secretary ya man set position eti na maja ako a wo kwan ye fiti anopa be si anwumere obi are mfiu kwa me kwa chi a o produce ye friend krofo be hia ye making sure say set agenda pam akromfo e ko bia o moma biem obi are mfiu no I me no ka say by now obedru office of the president be sure say uwra operations director anya hwe kura obechia commander Boham kwan no and commander Boham ankasa kura de be twen the position
but ade a commander ya ne mani nje ho
adan commander eren
na say na wo say commander kono
dey be won koye we on official visit on koye for instance
what yes won koye because me dey minim say commander office ni
dey be
commander she suit a na odi twa picture from
mo twa suit say Bible say ni perfume for the benetamfo now person go be suit area commander ko pena kese na she
tama me say commander she suit ni o multimedia asempa days no
okay
any commander e pack ne car some car no use the Infinity anan ono ontwi car fonda o pack sa car no Infinity na se commander si from na hwe ni suit ne mranti brem
I tell you
sabra ne mranti brem
I jamo fa ne picture new one nto so
ne mranti brem
Eugene commander new suit no
na hwe commander shoe
yeah but this picture ain't bad and the suit was so look I tell you a nice eja wo pa but wabre and I know what appointment na ekwana na ye mo GM abaso so appointment in Maya Nyabotrewate na president no appointed close to 6,000 people. Omo appoint on kabu mukura me say be do 800 na nkapesa ko wo dey for 1,000
no 500 kra nu na ebe do 200 appointment abakwa so for nu 200
na me wo dey ye form na to for boy ye find 500 it will be as long as we are competent na betime ye adwuma de His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ehia nkrofo ebetimi aboa na mamu ayeye eti obia fa na Paul Adomo kra timi koye board chairman Paul Adomo otimi koye board chairman for a prestigious government company. It's a Ghana Airport Company Limited. And then I say, unya opportunity. Eti yen no mo ko akode no ne di kan Ghana da munyina mase. Munya botre and this time what I know no say even at the branch level. Obi abeya djuma for the first time so here. John Dramani Mahama bo entwa no o ka kire NDC for say omo so ye dwuma a esefata. Omo so ye Ghana for woman year on na buy no enya to me. Na se Ghana and the said to minister no John Dramani Mahama sa obe make sure say Ghana for benya juma but NDC for no e gina wiem ani nsuo mu toye no o menya juma kane. Those were the times say aban biba power na ye microphobia juma yes ana why hen father for all there be on NDC no nya Ghana ni ofri Togo
hey
and NDC no free Cote d'Ivoire
na picture na ba
momra Hey, on no operations nankasa.
Wa fabobie.
On no operations nankasa.
Wa fabobie.
But when eso mo ba, ni omo feel about you know, omo kafa ho. Wa hu.
Enti director of operations at the presidency no office bi on. COP Febuary. Ono no office.
Yeah, but it's a very big place oh. This is just a side of it.
So we
yeah, it's a very big place.
Enti wa fabobie Hana they say we gina ya we try.
But chomo yenka e bia na appointment in ba na yamfa nkose no where your unofficial standing. Where your unofficial to say bia for my example. Meaning Alhaji Seidu Agongo. Me use example. Me Alhaji Seidu Agongo. And e bia ya appointed Alhaji Seidu Agongo as CEO of Zera Group of Companies. By virtue say Alhaji Seidu Agongo ya appointed as CEO of Zera Companies no. Metimi akohonum ya kone na mo. But no nkyere say I have official appointment. Okay. We can't wait so that it doesn't block any chances because we say commander Boham why you man.
Commander nhihye ho a wahihye ne hu.
We dey otim so start here na.
Yes, so man appointment baby.
The unim but me dey say they should get commander official. Mempe kitasimu
ba commander kwa yi otue
that is o kasa be buo mu ameti ase
commander dia na wo ye no me ankasa no mentia and now me sister friend me free Amsterdam ohu commander picture no say so na commander kwa na
that be on koi
so on koi no office ye kwa
on koi ahia no on koi
and was say na picture ye dey da hon mu yi die
ye be no ma na bam panyifo se ba bia anoma agina ne ba gina
wo commander shoe e she no
that be ma me shoe no I fast okay anyway
we see to ni shoe no a
ma wa fa no
one ankasa ne president
wait that be me banka me bobo di on hand makoya
one ankasa ne president
because that kind of group no make it very good suit e bi na sha no but me person me body in my advert I tell you and to say me shoe ya me koto makole we utim say brand new we that chefs no
say kwabena appointment by me na be ye no
Obey
Mayor the secretary.
Executive secretary. Yeah, qualifying executive secretary. Yeah, more fire. Yeah, but nipa be breye adwuma, I know they will not forget them. I know. The likes of Liz Towell. I know they will never, especially my group B, class media group especially. Hana me adwuma, hana meet him the example. I can say ye jama Ghana. Pa. I know said they will never forget people who are competent because obekai ye beto bomb nyina petrol chemical bomb kuratoa say she na certain ye wan ye nyina ewu ya anke yewu ma memeboa they have been lot of for me say ye ba me fie be bo me car glass ni niema there have been challenges you have gone through nanama almost all the guys a lot of challenges but ye jirama John Dramani Mahama so I know say things will change
appointment abo President Mahama nominate deputy ministers
official because they been in anopano.
Oh really?
Yes, me were two different ones kurampo enenam
way from signed by fellas of Kwachi Ofusu
I kind of saying Flagstaff House any bossoro communication bureau and the bay official. But my main court Felix hand on some share. Because Felix said be on one post, you know.
Okay.
Then your official. But I bet mama go through. Plus I also check. Yeah.
Okay. And Minister of Finance, I said Deputy Thomas Nyako Ampim. Oh, but now OBF is saying Kabaya you. From Pearl. Okay, from Pearl. Not just say a rep. What presidency? And this we say a buyer.
Kwam. Sir.
Pearl the buyer.
And say Yitum. Say Pearl there say Yitum because on post here.
I wait from Pearl. I can't.
Maybe I feel no be posted. Yeah.
And the Minister of Finance, Thomas Nyako Ampim.
And the evidence way unconfirmed reports.
Oh, but how unconfirmed?
So Felix imposted an internet me confused kakra.
Oh,
and I said because Pearl the whole hunting no enya first information. Okay,
okay, so source no from
no
Pearl.
problem.
And no Minister of Finance where your deputy nominees and Abbey and Thomas Nyako Ampim. One way your deputy finance minister. No be any
because Agongo.
Yes.
Okay, I was stepping Agongo.
Adongo. No be any Isaac Adongo.
Okay, it was when I'm the man.
Thomas Nyako Ampim.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Minister of Interior and so Ebenezer. Deputy.
Okay.
Deputy. Minister of Interior Ebenezer Oklete. Telabi.
I tell Abi.
Okay,
tell Abi. Tell Ogusu MP na. Go check mine. I'm say ono Ogusu MP. Is him Manya Krobo that side. Yes. A member of Parliament. Yeah.
And Minister of Defense.
Tell Abi Ejuma.
Hey. Deputy Minister Defense. Ernest Broja Jemfi.
Me Broja.
Broja Jemfi.
And send me a special assistant. Oh, sir.
Minister of Education.
What's it that be defense? What's it Broja Jemfi defense?
Ernest Broja Jemfi, Deputy Minister of Defense.
Broja Juma there. I will not be surprised if that is a real. No, the Broja was Juma. Broja deserves it. Broja deserves it. Just a bra. Honumuna okon. Yenina nieko. Tiase. Yeah.
Minister of Education Deputy.
Yeah.
Dr. Clement. Abbas Apak.
Apak. I mean, he's the ranking on education committee in Parliament, and Apak Apak.
Now be a question on the best.
Let's move on. Apak the young with time.
And Minister of Energy and Green Transition. As a deputy, Richard John Mensah.
My name Richard John
Mensah. Okay.
I don't know.
And
but yes, Samson can see there are some people that openly anymore.
Oh yeah,
but Abia, woman near maybe koya unim.
Oh, but sir, and you know, be an
exactly. Sometimes it will be there. Man dreams when you're grassroots person, but Abia and Nisika no. Sabi grassroots
in Prempini, who are we Omomukuta, executive positions.
Yes.
To say be a national region, nominee and Abia, but a new Obias Bekuta, Abia, that's right. And after so Minister of Roads and Highways Deputy Al Hassan Saibu Suhini.
Suhini. Al Hassan Suhini. Formerly of Alhaji Radio Gold. What's it in the position here then?
One no Deputy Minister Roads and Highways. Deputy Minister nominee.
That's good.
Roads and Highways.
Communications and Kamepe, but Roads and Highways. Biana here certain backgrounds are in him.
Okay, and Minister of Justice and Attorney General, Deputy Nominee, Justice Srem Sai is cool. Srem Sai has been there, but this other man, Nana, he has been there for especially the media. Yan Kanasem, meaning say Abia or His Excellency John Dramani Mahama read also, but say Unyam Toswa Yeka, a year lawyer at the Wuda. Oh yeah,
that man has been there for the media. Unim say many who's na do case ne kraba no. On probo no lead here may yes adwuma ni nyina. The lies Mugabe kra lawyer no. And other media guys ne there lawyer Adawuda has
Stubborn Academy
nyina lawyer. Lawyer Adawuda.
Stubborn Academy for. Okay. Enti men come ni Minister of Lands and Natural Resources Deputy Minister nominee Yusuf Sulemana.
Okay.
And Deputy Minister nominee, Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Rita Na Odole Sowa.
Yeah.
So you're MP.
Oh, yeah, MP.
Now MB.
Yeah.
MP. Now Odolis or so you're MP.
Yeah.
And deputy minister nominee Wex.
Kwam. Anya Odolis say anya MP no. La de kotopon. Say hanum yeah MP no. Okay.
And Works Housing and Water Resources. And so Gisela Tete. Oh, okay.
Gisela Tete so also is good. Because
Central Region.
Yeah, Central Region.
Okay,
Hannah Tete. We look fine appointment. Gisela and who kind of role Gisela play? Time I
Regional Communications Director.
Yeah, that be where Gisela MP no.
MP.
MP.
You want MP.
Limiane Regional Communications no.
Okay, Gisela.
Mame no.
Oh, okay.
And I make us say time you call a futuwini ba koye. I mean they played massive role. Yeah.
And then others no tourism.
Ba ko na kan Gabriela.
Okay. And tourism, culture and creative arts. Yusuf Isaka Jaja.
No, eslo Jaja ba ko na.
Where is Yusuf Isaka.
Where kwam?
Jaja, Jaja.
Nima
ho MP no. Okay.
Kwame awoye ne say we say Nima ho.
Oh, Jaja nyo no.
But said awoye ne say o run about. Masa Nima ho as Nima ho da.
Okay. Ebuso for ye dey ato your Facebook page no na mo so amohwe wo CTV so no. Eda so. Ana minister ma me wie na ye bra. Hey, same way there. Minister of Food and Agriculture deputy no. John Kofi Seto Dumelo.
It was
okay.
Were you practical man?
Farmer. Okay.
Were you farmer?
Okay.
Okay,
John Dumelo.
He deserves it. And why I mean, a share entertainment industry no so crying. We say over here this elections, creatives, actors, musicians, presenters, and all those communities. So when you have Obi in the person of John Seto Dumelo, Niaman Deputy Minister, what it should tell you is the 2028 elections. We are going to have a lot more.
But na can crofon so hear Dumelo say baby I will free bano creative art in the creative industry ni mu na nko wo no etin kan ke be hu ni say e bi ono be tourism creative art one mu no na che say de wo kan say e ko election na ye hu say san crofon no actress and actors no ne musicians no be mu ni de na nka that field no ye use no more.
But don't forget say creative art your creative person or no handle the main ministerial appointment in the person of Abla Jifa Gomeshi.
Okay.
Or only a creative person, or not an actress. They say Dumelo now, and it's also an issue that borders on passion. So I follow Dumelo. The passion will
I said you're farming now.
Yeah. Or Kuyayokrasi acting. Yeah. So I think so with such passion, exactly. As Okrano kind in Kosuya so a fantastic appointment. Fantastic.
That aspect, no so quite bet me a boy. I'm a youth be
exactly.
Because John Dumelo be any moon your screen so your TV so and then say no or your politician or sounds so your farmer.
Exactly.
It's one say John Dumelo fine gentleman fine for be a farm boy.
A good appointment.
No sorry na your friend is say bottle. Akaka do bottle no. No they call no lodu no ya no ba.
There's one man in anybody pa.
Me wa fa Samsia here nya bio.
Samsia here or kwen?
Trade, agribusiness and industry.
Fantastic.
Uncle Samson ahi.
Fantastic. And
me
fantastic. No. Wa no swabre.
Obient me disenfranchise say.
No see why dey no.
Me wa fa Samsia here.
Yeah, but wa for NDC. I pray say like you are saying we a formalized list. That's the hope.
Okay, signed by fellas Kwachi Ofosu.
Yes, since it's coming from presidency, now you're a correspondent. We want to stay by it. But let's also issue a caveat and so say we also know say that has not been posted on the Facebook wall of fellas Kwachi. However, you sue as a working document currently bearing any changes.
Okay. Okay.
But what can deputy for tourism?
Tourism. Oh, me can you me by.
Sir.
And
oh no, also Nima MP.
Tourism, culture and creative arts. Yusuf Isaka Jaja. Ono and a year deputy. And me must tell Busia for me must tell. Minister of Finance, Thomas Nyako Ampem. And Minister of Interior, Deputy Minister nominee no, Ebenezer Oklete Telabi and Offense Defense Deputy Ernest Broja Jemfi Wabrepa. Education Deputy Minister Dr. Clement Abbas Apak and Energy and Green Transition Richard John Mensan and Roads and Highways Deputy Minister nominee Al Hassan Suhini Suhini and Minister of Justice and Attorney General Deputy nominee Justice Nidin Crowd Justice Srim Sai. Yeah. Okay. And Lands and Natural Resources Yusuf Suleimana, Local Government Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs Miami Elder and Deputy Rita Na Odole Soa and Rose Works Housing and Water Resources Gisela.
Rose.
No, Rose Nkaho.
Okay.
Minister of Works.
Okay.
Housing and Water Resources Madam Gisela Tete and rest the akano tourism, culture and creative art Yusuf Isaka Jaja, Minister of Food and Agriculture John Dumelo and trade, agribusiness and industry and so Samson
fantastic. Now Obia sending me a message.
Okay.
Or say Nana Bobia 2 is now looking like the PA of President Trump. Also, Kwamana fan who Donald Trump PA pardon. But a fantastic appointment number. I am more John Mahama and any team Abaso.
Okay.
And I know say we will work hard. Omina me yejuma. No mo kai Juma Ghana dia show musa me bia na America. It's not just about occupying the position because a bus will be called ye minister deputy nana ujina ye bo din say ko minister for tourism obetimi aye
adinu private you crisis say ko hu wo mo kra na let me be say tell us about yourself and you my name is Nana Media Akon me na me yes citizenship na me dimata
no but I was what was he say me name say back of her I me worried about how our vets in the could be especially young crop for no side. You see, and found say you young crop for. We should not create a mental picture. Moving to baby and kase as a ya fan. Look, time when upon your market, most sorry, how many honorable could you to be? I say, will be a pass it through. They just
5 minutes.
Why?
5 minutes.
No, they don't do that. Yeah, the most one say ask them questions. What I say, subject them to at least some scrutiny. My young say position no more call occupy no. Omo ombetima bua Ghana and enyen DC dimu no mo call Ghana dimu. So if we think that they are our people, na nuntia interrogate them. Enim guase ne ba enya John Mahama nkwa na ekan. Ekan ye nyina 2028. SCS engina na ye kwa Ghana for kopom chew. So mo nsa me yakwanya biom. Na se enya mpanyimfo ebetimi agina brane aye adwuma. Na se John Dramani Mahama ani onyam ebe hyene na Ghana for se hu ye mobo for the next candidate to be after John Dramani Mahama. Ne ye kwa na ye ba. Eno na ma panyoma kinya asa authority. And impudence babo nte beka say the likes of Okulu a Greater Accra regional minister. Where you don't say but how can you get Greater Accra regional minister? Many some ameno or yejuma. But how can you get such a person and crying and suyiri emini? We you know to China, there is no decongestion policy plan to say bia migration and crofo free different regions in Bahanum. What is the direct policy? Ye decongested and crying. Number 3, market association and crying shimukesi. The last case is C1 crime, I think Cantamanto. We live in a country, the former minister for sanitation and water resources, Ekwaje $43 million. Ye bisa so the kwede so the kotu odo river. Meanwhile no odono nti enkran seko ebon. We have these challenges. We have high unemployment rate, insecurity. Na. So who you vetting appointment committee member and now chairperson. Now me a minister designate for crime. No my better when him now share the array or myriad of all the challenges of my boss. Now so we question my media. Then we are not being fair to the good people of this country. No, but this one when you this assembly, where Ghana
street light kuranu major challenge. Street light.
But my minister will make sure 70%.
My who say was saying within 50 days. Now, your friend is otu. We be come market centers. You bet you can say be a Greater Accra. Yeah. What you be a Benya Mayor, and then you MMDCs. Yeah, be. But as a regional minister, we be come market centers. Now baller.
Hey, kwa circle ase wa.
Oh.
Circle.
Oh.
Heart of Accra circle. Baller.
Should I say? Ghana for ye kurasefo ma ye ninti ye sama Dubai overhead and asiho udru ho bom na regional minister
Ghana Dubai
Ghana Dubai na regional minister by enti me Mr. Minister and cry and
then overpasses in Danebola foot bridges in Danebola and Kofu to track when they are foot bridges and you say there's no question because we end this in now we end this in Mahama want to reset this country for crying out loud and Niema and Krofuwe Akronfuwe ya enyina ya pese correct nyina so you don't start and you know some told say they are on some pager ministers ni be krampo a call before appointment committee you know bebre only show displeasure say aden no yes sir bebre ni anje ho enye fine what they say enye fine because yes sir they na just obia na ye fa kuntuna say ne ko
obi afa nkrofo do mo afi Bunu East any hafunim no Western region be kire ne mema sam ne problem kakra no obedru hon ma say tell us about yourself. My name is so and so I did this I hold this I went to this place na enwa ya thank you for coming.
There's one woman
we expect you to do your work
Mami ba ko bi wo mo anana me penasem because me pesenia oputu ne nsem together but yes you are good. I love you. Bye bye. Like seriously. I say bye bye. When we say, I don't have any question. Only question, Manua. What the whole year? A appointment committee. A bisa. A baby ku. Ye kubis. Ye kwatra. Only question saying.
She said they were Nissan. You could get to Ablakwa.
Could you too? Sam George.
And a different doctor Manebua.
And even NDC for Ankasa could be some questions be asked.
One more so you said no friend your markings name minority caucus.
No marking so will be brilliant.
Oh, I know they are sending the idea.
Upon your marking question in Yansa will be 30%.
What we are present anymore say and to be able to this platform. Near the whitewashing Magana for
me best me nominate me best one of my best guys are Ebisa questions pa or MPP or the saying Patrick Boama. Okay, Patrick Boama. Honestly, Patrick Boama. I don't know. O can't go central nana. Or no cry. No nasem cry. Say the cockroach. What they saying? Say na Baba Sadiq.
Baba Sadiq.
Yes, I say Baba Sadiq. But look, Patrick Boama be very important. And I also like questions are. Yes. On also bisa questions. So there are pockets of them where they ask very sensible questions. But I don't know.
And so far no ministers no appointment no 42 I'm gonna substantive ministers. Yeah, no including regional ministers. And deputies no acquire 13. And to carbon more 55. And the ministries are so far no deputies MIA communication, sports, youth, gender, foreign affairs, health, and transport. Say in all no president Mahama said health
is likely say it's like and it's likely say about call Ayensu.
Oh, now
or the saying
now Omodia is an out of
okay, Felix Anya posted.
Felix Anya posted.
So it's certified. So any can Mammy Felix there. Ministry of Finance, Thomas Nyakwampe. So it's the same thing. Okay, so it's confirmed.
Okay.
It's a moment who say your source near correct.
Yeah. But Otu Zanato Nyebi. Zanato Rollins Nyebi.
Zanato Rollins, I was even tipping her for a substantive minister. However, said be minim din St. John Mahama. So I'm thinking, say ministerial appointment there. We are ding. Say it's not to be from the bed in Kakara.
But say I know the Asaka deputies near you.
Oh no, deputies are some American.
And deputies.
Sometimes Obinsu here ru Kakara, no dear Suya. The fact says Sebi, with all due respect to our mother, or yes and auto, ne papa na Rollins, Sebi Penyufonum, and she has a change na unquestioned substantive minister. She can play the role of deputy na who be Kakara. Sebi, about better power 16 years. 80 Mohana saying. So maybe after 2 years or so, Mahama may reshuffle. Mahama may reshuffle, not do for Swako. But me take Professor Ayensu Dankwa for Deputy Health.
Dr. Grace Ayensu Dankwa.
Yes, Dr. Grace. Only
are you Prof?
Yes.
Sikado
Ketan, yes.
Okay, Sikado
Ketan. Me for Deputy Health Minister.
Okay.
Anna me pay a year Cape Coast North. Cape Coast North. Raga. Honorable Pamela Minta Nyako. For either deputy trader ba.
Trader ba.
Okay, then either sports education ba.
education aba.
Any ebia sports. No, because I was tipping him for 3 things. I was tipping him for education, sports or trade. And I say a trade aba and education aba. It's honorable Mintafani and Marcos sports.
And then this lady, Jocelyn Tete.
Jocelyn Tete.
Because we lady no
Jocelyn Tete, I hear Juma, Jocelyn Tete, I hear Juma, Jocelyn Tete. And only say, even one thing about Jocelyn Tete, and they say, or there's in the voter region during the elections, constituency beyond one more bit Maka say Jocelyn Tete and Anko Boa campaign. When we say Jocelyn Tete, Honorable Jocelyn Tete, North Dine MP, you saw on one pocket money, sponsor on one colleague MPs nibi.
Okay.
Jocelyn Tete Vance, and I told the beer, a year ni other colleague MPs nibi a year campaigner, Amubeji, na or they support to them. Beyond that, our foundation, Jocelyn Tete, they are a lot of people, not only in the North Dine. You go across all the other Votarian, Jocelyn Tete has been there for them. And like you said, we're a stalwart, we're war parliament for a very long time. So, when me in case I will not be surprised if Jocelyn Tete gets a deputy minister of parliament, a deputy minister for a deputy ministerial appointment. But I am suggesting to His Excellency John Mahama say, we beat say Jocelyn Tete party they are no too. If Amun consider and they should consider her. At least in line with the 30% women agenda plan. And don't forget, say you pass the affirmative action bill. Until this time, the man in here could boot for boot.
Say I communication, sports, youth, gender, foreign, health, and transport. Just let it okay.
Say so what raise Joyce? You must raise Joyce. Anna Susu.
Anna Susu.
Anna Raga. Anna Dr. Yinsu.
Anna.
Why?
So soon wom.
So soon.
Yabo Susu.
Yeah, Yabo. Yeah. Now that's a mechanical jam wedge. And I heard him maybe Anna. Isaac Adongo Yabo Isaac Adongo.
Isaac Adongo
for finance.
Because you see I try to Isaac Adongo, deputy finance minister.
But the Ebiana there is a more better for him.
But as a member of parliament, so won't mean chief executive officer.
Only chief executive officer. But for instance, Yakoyo.
And now about finance committee.
So my number example to say look, there's some deputy ministerial appointment it's better say we a board chairman for like Bank of Ghana. To be a board chair for Bank of Ghana, for instance, far better than even being a deputy ministerial appointment for ABA.
What do you mean, so?
Sorry, we say to be board chairman for institutions like Bank of Ghana. AB Krampa far better than to be even a deputy minister for ABS. Let's allow His Excellency Mahama. I'm sure. So be to say Isaac Adongo, Juma YJ, I'm Yantuna Saram. Definitely not. Yantuna Saram. So I'm sure said there's a better A for them. Like I said, the president appoint over 5. In fact, I could find the time. 7,700. The extreme. Mahama Dion, yes, sir. But the least Mahama will appoint by constitutional default. Like 5,000. To be Antamuchuku, be a debaba. Isaac in time to be a fine. Oh, be a fine. Yeah. And you see, Nana, I told the Bikrampa, it me do 2 bear 3 boards. A Chamukrampo than to be a deputy minister.
Depending on your capability.
Yeah. Adongo can be a board chair on Ministry of Finance board. Ubetimi a board member Bank of Ghana board. Ubetimi a board member Exchange Commission. There are a lot of financial Umami, even just 2 board a year. Better crash my deputy because her largesse na eba with masa.
What the nation baby ba ho cry moa.
O spreading no. The expertise no the boa. Look, John Mahama or a sharp guy. Ana John Mahama kwako tenefi. Eti mistakes no here no otifie no hu. Enu ntina appointment ni be swerving crofo a omdwen say dan obi be kan say ana maame no de say. Ye maame.
Maame be ya.
Oh, yeah, mammy, and this apart from vice president. Yeah, mammy, Lordina Mahama, and Fido appointment.
Oh, and yes,
Mahama, Emma, certain appointments in the past. Oh, who near my course. I'm not sure he want to commit the same mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be a time to
be President Mahama appointment where dear, why strategic?
Why very strategic?
When they appointed committee, because. Say, Usha de why involving youth.
Yeah.
I want to point. I will say, Ebebano, not the Bian, a circle, and one, and the Ahoy for. Any idea here for now one more de bia na etwa ne ho say ya second na and then you to know so any kuta party almost ne kuta o mind no so it was spread the wings now na say rasa mi jamfi Felix nie we nie e friend say MP yi edoji no mu nie
edoji tamakulo say Erica Jane so
Erica Jane no and then we share why yes we share we share those appointees now omo never be gina pass asafo scholarship secretariat
and any papa could be so anya bi I think I know ye ne ya also elembele keke mate say o koye bibi wo minerals commission
okay
onu kra de ye share baby ye share my me fu Ghana Tourism Authority
okay
ana okaso or appointment wo Jubilee
okay
na ye share me ne kwa me ye di ago say Jubilee for afre we dey na
say dey we ya na afro
o say President Mahama appoint Emmanuel bra fan picture na to so na nkrofo ma hwe ne ye kana sem no President Mahama appoint Emmanuel Kwamena Anyima no Elembele Keke as deputy chief as deputy chief executive officer Minerals Commission ha bra you we so ya me fro
o kwaje concession
nana dap
o kwaje concession
support services
support services
my card ni yeti o was the President Mahama appoints Hwan Elembele Keke as deputy chief executive officer just say ono be support services but for a deputy chief by in charge of support services to send about appointed deputy minister by in charge of education, in charge of tertiary. Hey, yeah. When you now do move phone, I change your number.
Yeah, better concession.
Yeah, better concession. Now, you say I'm going to mine.
Now, you know, Uncle Sam, where you see no co.
Aye.
You see no 8 years, no one will be mla.
No, say, I used to what more.
Since Nanado ebaye 8 years ni. We am say dey record obeko. What dey dey ya obeko.
And deputies no so be beko. In fact all of them go.
Oh baby, na say be beko.
What I many penny be doing komo. And I think what they are doing is now that they are done with the deputy ministerial appointment, they will finish with the CEOs and their deputies.
Okay.
Then they will come to communication directors and to say be anana say near boarding MP communication director and so on. No, but you see, and penny force get it abet na na cha. When you come hanum, aya pesa de no. As you come man crofo. But you come na
cha.
They be journalists for your problem when media Mrs. Paul Adoma chire ti my board chairman.
Radio aduma ye ntimi radio.
I like say do agongo kura nim. Say radio aduma ye ya yemfa mobra. Papa no anim.
Now,
there's no way say appointment member and I say do agongo support here. Eti aduma ne de ana me ye meja radio. Ye besom Ghana. But still
no wo jaya ho na e ba be
yeah jai say 2028 wo be jai radio
bebre wa kire ya gumi wo mo ba
and this is trap power 16 years to be no be jai radio
and e depend adwuma on be ye
ye be adwuma
and yes and this is trap power say na e be da ya no ye be adwuma they say Ghana ni nipa ni ye se kwase ni ti ana aguragu
ye be adwuma
they say Ghana ni nipa ni ate enti sa ye be wiem slogan ne mantra ne atwam waduma wo be ye no eno na be kire se wo betwa 8 years
ama eno ti
break 8
enti ka kire se appointment won ya mom appointment no me ye adwuma because John Dramani Mahama yi nipa ba akope he cannot be everywhere at every time
one ministerial position
yes enti yes na say make sure some be ye adwuma this time obi wa obufu no fa obufu no to fie
Joseph Yamin hwe
Joseph
Yamin aduma ye so ye wa Shanti region
bia na won purpose na ya hwe nso ye be good the party machinery
okay obi onso a won position ba Yamin dem otu wunim obi sheda kan Yamin asam kire me se aduma Yamin eye ya wa Shanti region
o Yamin position obi ya na wonko obi opa
Yamin
obi anka hwe because the guy he deserves it but yen hwa de your government machinery and your NDC party machinery ya hwe ya you better to Mabasane Serafe. Now, government machinery, but there will be no party machinery to run ahead of 2028 elections. We'll be the Madi. Many didn't come, but so did you agree their fight? Also on position. And he's a gem, such a person, Yampesi Beluzuno, General Secretary, Fifi Aviquiti. I want to know party chairman, or no credit, Papa Penny, or no senior man. What I say, Yahya, you better to women, beer.
Na Yamin
I cannot speak for Yamin.
Okay.
Ebia not your man appointment bench, but Ebia. party ninti but eno na ese
oh yeah youth and sports deputy during Mahama
okay
and a later sounds so deputy Ashanti regional minister
okay
so from youth and sports and then require deputy regional minister Ashanti region but say you can be at this time around no yeah me no person said
as a national organizer Charlie what you adwuma
media Ashanti region me no obi kasai ka kire me say ya mean adwuma wa ye wa Ashanti region
no or intercept look there were a lot of ballot and normal thumbprint from the Kogumo. It took the likes of Yamin Kofi Boachimo, but this time we are speaking to Yamin, so Yamin mu jeju Obeka say about 500,000 printed ballot or kokoche somewhere in the Ashanti region. I will track camera to so near omdi gumu ankenwa it elections where Yamin mu maye hunu say sa MP for you mutwagum who say yes Tommy Ashanti region the likes of Kofi Boachimo ne Yamin mu Bobiemu Kwebumu no nye Kwebu Japa. He's one person I'm also looking out for his appointment.
No, Bia said you can you be an appointment.
No, but Japa they say on your part of the party machinery. It is such a security person, you know. I mean, but if you put him in a year.
Bia you will be an appointment.
Obo on crack contracts.
How on you be an appointment. And ready you will be an okay, and to young parliament. Now parliament clerk, Madam Gifty, ni say name ni beba. Yen yinada yen a kwanya micro minority leader. The so-called, they say our friend who said the so-called mighty minority leader. A friend of Marcus Eden Faso. Now and Romo parliament no, a friend of Marcus up a lady nicho, up a nuclecho, up an a macho, up a gun of when you nacho. Okay. Because now yen yinaya shakwan. As I say, Oko parliament. Now say appointment committee year juma. Now say parliament clerk. Well no or follow instructions. Yeah. Or take orders from the superiors. Appointment committee chairman say parliament clerk go ahead and do this, do that. Or no dia no be ya dia fa. Enti say wo ebufuo bia unim baby about channel 2 that aggression. That's right. But unko pour your aggression on obi a innocent woman, innocent ya ono nya hwe. Cameras esisi ne so ahoho a good day mu na wo bedwojo no no adi na tem se bi obi yire obi maame obi di hie na ono no ontimi defend no.
That's right. That's right.
Because na at that time na maame no aye vulnerable because ontimi enkasa. Yeah. And Central for Nature one way, but on to me, Concord Frack FM, your rep, Kakali say, Branham is on the side of the story, they can't say Ghana for movie. So, and Tia Quaba bedroom, but I'm in a mummy video and rap. I felt no markers say, or Pama minute.
Okay.
A quaya, whatever I made fast one,
or say a crass or council way. One
will say, Nanka. There was a better way. Yeah, and could bet me a fast one and could be dealing with that issue. Okay. Instead, say, as a leader, as a so-called leader, I said only use so-called.
By any daho, no canoa, any daho.
Oh, any daho, they say any daho. Because we be a wire of parliament to be a daho.
Yeah. We only time say any daho. And ya penyo makina abra yebe interview okuju honorable kuju tablakwa. And honorable kuju tablakwa no actually the guy he's in a different world. The aura around him okuju tablakwa. With the inquisition, my fan cans. You see, he took a stern decision. Say committee no ampa or nena him for nene yere chawa and you inquire. Ura ahia for pa ni chowie no or ka say papa nankasa ho. Enti ade no mama papa no mpacho. And ura apenyo marking ebe pa okuju to honorable okuju to black kwacho esa ka say or pa na yere chaw. Na yentie we was say ono nso wo yire ni bitio ni ntia me cho say ni da ho ne oye na ya krokro de John ono nso wo yire ni bi na so bi ye ne saa enye ne fe eti adent na saa de we esi ye before our abuse clerk no na onim so ono nso wo yire ni bi na obi yire de wotimi gira bedwam not only bedwam because it was not limited to the space and confines of parliament. Ghana nyina hwe on TV. Okay. No timi aye
Ojojo lady ni wie. Asana okidweto ablakwa ba.
Ojojo lady ni wie.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ojojo ni wie.
Okay.
Say before me be start account no.
Okay.
And no me yes na leadership.
Nana.
Meba. Also mo vete account wie.
Yes.
And sa no ba be vete okidweto ablakwa.
Yes.
Enti account de ne ba be start here no. Na omu ni ho.
The start time no. Oh yeah.
Enti no. Ene ma afenyo markets ebe di atem no. that time no nti one more start and up the following previous day no almost starting said day no the and almost say send man enti ade achi according to Apenyo Markins na omo leadership ye meeting
okay
enti meeting as no omo tey yes say just a vet na dey start enti one mo no buy obey that obey interrupt ya or attack
because no be we account there and you are right. Ana say to honorable Kuyuta Blackwa paper say clerk no SN no a particular time at 1 p.m. Yeah, so you are right. But me person me can't we count. Say okwanya ye faso ko parliament no. Yes say we Ghana ni. Yes say we dear bro fish edu no back. You should be 21 years. Yes say you should be of sound mind. I think say nyema we nyina yo mo hwe. But adwemu hwe mu no de omo hwe. I think henceforth say ye mental clearance sheets and son will be a parliament. My enfade we agro with all due respect because any man e kwaso de nyina kyerem say parliamentarians ni bebre ho no mo madwen mu na ho omu hia asylum ntete kakra because you cannot tell me say we a member of parliament yen kasi emi adwuma ye yakugina wiem ato abama na go and represent us. There are plethora of problems a face Ghana for monko na monko ye mra making sure say Ghana for
we mature. If Kwame is saying that he knows the family, and my act for, please, it doesn't mean anything. Please, we've been in this house for some time, I beg you. If Kwame holds a view that he knows the family, my reaction on the conduct of our clerk has resulted in some trauma to the family. He knows the family, I don't know the family. And the lady in question, let me, Mr. Speaker, unreservedly say, what's her name? I want to mention the name in full. Please. I will do it. Mr. Speaker, let me unreservedly say to the clerk to the appointment committee, Mrs. Gifty Jagger Goba, I am sorry. Let me also say to her husband, Mr. Speaker, she bears Mrs. Let me also say to the husband, the lovely husband, that my comment in respect of internal matter, if as a husband he is traumatized by this, I hereby unreservedly apologize to him as a husband. To the children, let me unreservedly say sorry to the children. Let me unreservedly say sorry to the extended family, those close and dear to her who are affected by my outpour of disappointment in her conduct. And to all her colleagues in the parliamentary service, including colleagues who felt that I could have managed the matter better. Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry. I again apologize unreservedly. And I know that with all discussions held, we would be able to work better in spite of some reservations that we may have. Mr. Speaker, let me emphasize that even as we were resolving this matter, at least I've had a better approach. This afternoon we met. I had the opportunity of looking at drafts and she making corrections, and relationship has been restored. She and I did not have a bad blood. She knows the relationship, the former relationship I had with her in our work. Except that, Kwame, I have been a majority leader before. I was in that black seat. You were here opposite. The standard she held in respect of dealings between the majority and the minority leader was what perhaps compelled my reaction. Because, please, colleagues, a man must be heard. Please. A man must be heard. Please, please, please. She held us to such a high standard, and I felt that the same treatment could come from her whilst we are in minority. But that notwithstanding, I concede that there is always a better way to react to a situation. And I will not allow ego to direct me on what to do, especially when she's a woman. I unreservedly, one more time, withdraw this, and I would write a personal letter to her to keep for her records from the bottom of my heart. Mr. Speaker, I rest my case. To direct me on what to do, especially when she's a woman. I unreservedly, one more time, withdraw this, and I would write a personal letter to her to keep for her records from the bottom of my heart. Mr. Speaker, I rest my case.
Honorable Afenyo Markins, say leadership qualities no akakakra. Ni leadership qualities akakakra. Because from last year, since obey majority leader, ni ye ni ma wo ye no, on show leadership. And kwofo di wachi. Wo that time kwa na we majority leader. And yema banta oni speaker nya ye no pa no. It wasn't even necessary in the first place.
Yes.
Me di kan say enema na wo ye no. Na onya backing from President Akufo-Addo. Any party in leadership. That's a yina seat vacancy who says me better parliament na. Gidi no the speaker call parliament. Now we granting interviews no attack now we kwana we bano. The na me can say the wo ye nyina da no. Wanya as a support to me be e wo baby e the air support no. Enti na wo yesa no. Because so what you actually say you are not the first person to become a majority leader in parliament. We predecessor.
Fine man. Say chairman Sabonsu.
Hwe de wa parliament ya okasa. De wi a wa ye onti bibia se bibi nkoyie de wi a wa address ne colleagues e wa parliament. But wo feel say I say no. Many Afenyo Markins so always know I should have my way. Na obuli nkrofo, wo intimidating nkrofo. Akwa do this time say mo be ko vetting. Appointment committee co-chair. Na ahwahwo ti ho. And yes, parliament one mono, money one casa mu colleagues, no money, media, no media,
the whole country.
Whole country, cameras is so. I him for one traditional rulers, authority, or money now, and then leader.
Oh, come on.
Your friend will say leader, when you would deputy, and not rompere.
But Nana, okay, so I think in two phases. First phase, Bible say, Sebikwasiana and Sanajani. I think he has rendered unqualified apology, even though, like I told you, but on the face value of the matter, Yemfane say at least he has eaten a humble pie. And Obekaya Okaka say Obetro Krata Kra Akomama Meno. Na baby a man in Tiasie na Kakrane say. Afraid ye, Ura Penyo Market who say, my many ye misses. It's also a misses. Intina will be here. And we jina bedroom
it's not even about obiri
no it makes sense no hold on oh yeah my wife na say ujina bedroom na say obi gu animu asia e ka me din da so you are not even insulting the person who when e kasa no sabi e bi kan kuno but me advice be ma me no so person of fania owura na ka ne kwan so no nyesa onsi wa penyo for verbal assault. This thing obi ya bonia yemfa manya me enya hwe eye ho ne ya gya musa no there's no deterrent enti adebachi no obi fufuro asia yade me ya sure say ye besia akọ owura no a ye say abra you can say Rollins on Rollins ba it's an act sorry ye or can't say on tenancy because or your daughter of a medra. I'm sure so we'll be going there. All these people almost share parliamentarian and tuma in the guise of being MPs. With all due respect, and yet they are miscreants, you know. We should fish them out. We should not allow some of these things to happen. But see, the other side of Apenyo, me person me raise ebi disagree, but I think that Apenyo was right, and he said, when the matter of suspension came, me can say, yes, I support Mahama. Yes, I believe in NDC's ideology currently, but I disagree with the position of the speaker. The order or standing orders of the House of Parliament here clear. What about 34? Wamayati as yes, and Sembian Koye, when they are disorderly matters, and now matters that are contemptuous, you refer the matter to the Privileges Committee. I've heard people say, as at that time, no, we didn't see a parliament.
Privileges Committee and constituted.
Yeah, and so the Speaker has set an ad hoc committee. So set a 7-member committee led by Honorable Bejra. It's adding a 7-member committee has not come out with their findings, and yet justice was meted. And we want to lastly.
Sometimes apply common sense.
No, I agree with common sense, but if you yes,
say and
I can make a way.
Okay, we
can make your friend friend Odi Patin rule. Your law of natural justice. Anything now Timiko who will be say oh we are there. Who will tape bound finding prison. You give the person a fair hearing. In line with that law of natural justice, those people should have been given a hearing by the committee before a judgment is passed. We should not say NDC, your power and you can say. Yeah, this is 16 years in the maybe a Ghana for your composition. We would be the same statement.
Now we'll see a decantation. And then Salaga Senior High School, Salaga Senior High School. Yes, say actually students, boys 20 because Omoku.
Yes,
and that was yesterday. And Yachi 20. Omoku was school for Uncle.
No correct.
Yachi 20. Yeah, make us a minimum. I grant you a mobile and I say Bia. Omoda saw police custody. Yachi because of say Omoku. I say near me epra ubinsu crowd. Okay. Now MPs, parliamentarians, more representative Ghana for our parliament in the presence of a handful and penny for
that's right.
Na mo say na mo peja chair to
twene
na yesi obishua
oh when is obishua
ayi
wa ma mesma ko kan bi
ya friend say yi na kan ye kwasi akwa
I miss a metebi.
Kwasi akwa na kan
obi table na
ma posa ayi da fi amapo entore
also these allegations for now.
I was saying ye enya na ayesa akwa no na ye
da fi amapo na da fi amapo me kan say no kwere ye ni to besa so these are matters of allegations
na I was say ye chi wo mu I was say ye chi wo edu mu si kanta back anase ye chi wo mu gu ma
I am sure you understand say there is
leader sana was say ye penny
no so I agree but you should also understand parliamentary immunity
and no problem
no but ya umra enti dey say will be clear for parliament I think say chief justice wey your so best and minimum position but me say will be parliamentarian co parliament akoye adwuma and I assume if you parliament akoye adwuma woni hu kwan say wo che no I stand for correction anyway nan camp say adia esi with the house of legislature I am sure say minim emra ko a ebetimi ache parliamentarians no at that moment. The point I am making is simple. Speaker acted in good faith, but the question is, yes, though it was morally right, was it legally right in line with the standing orders of the House? Okay, Article 19, Clause 1. About this natural law say you give people fair hearing and all those. Look, the standing orders of Parliament, standing order 268. Say chairperson of the appointment committee, you know. Say near man kosi whether a contemptuous and not disorder meaning some yeme banyafe wa be yeme never Facebook
kosi obi say yanya ya mo din tore
268 ni say appointment committee chair no ye adwuma na there's a disorderly act and as a contemptuous actor or say he must refer the matter to the House of Parliament and I'm sure say when they refer the matter to the House of Parliament, when the Privileges Committee is in session, they will go sit on the matter following a determination, not House on the kind of disciplinary action led by the Speaker of Parliament.
Okay.
Yes, I agree, Speaker acted well, but in line with the standing orders of the House, in line with the Constitution of Ghana, is it right? And let's say, you know.
I was here for Speaker. Do I know 2 weeks no cranky a petrema?
You support to know. By Assembly.
And Rabbi Bissassi or Parliament beam. Our brother doctors and Dr. Rollins.
Yes, fantastic.
I will say, oh, Frau was all your honorable. I was Sessa honorable near and away. So here's the Dr. Rollins. That sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kunipa.
Doctor of Madras, sit down. Doctor of Madras, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kunipa. Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. On Sunday, Papa Kunipa. Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. On Sunday, Papa Kunipa.
Most parliamentarians for Adwini Munkra. Here, asama me can ebi fa na gudi, but Sembrane said the person should be of sound mind. And son we rap parliament what they are. Ediena indicate say MP no he's of sound mind. What is the proof? People must present psychological report from hospitals or psychiatric report from hospitals to prove say Omadwini you're correct. But anyways, even beyond that, say Ujai wo politics in the hands of monocracy saying eh. That make I say Bekakra cocaine dealers on budget parliament afa. Amrobes budget parliament afa. Sebi with all due respect in penyifo anim one enim nyansa enso mbo to mayema budget parliament afa because enkamia kwese sebi penyifo anim sebi akudonto ye yeja ajansafo wo fie ana sebi yesi afoforo enko leading with no disrespect to parliament because enyom nyina na tesa you have fine parliamentarians even MPP anyway in team or software or in team Forjo or something. He's very respectable. The likes of Haruna Idusu, Honorable Kujoto Ablakwa, you know, the current the current majority leader. I don't remember
majority leader Mahama Yaiga vows then action over daughter of Medra.
So I am happy sir he has taken over the case. Now I think it's a Honorable Zeneta Rollins at least to protect the legacy of his father. Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings was subjected to a reconciliation commission under Oman Penyinkufu, and he was exonerated. So it's not as if say JJ or Fatnudi. He was subjected, and Obakaya JJ Kraka at a point in time say if they like they should subject him to a chemical interrogation. So Obakaya, it is not as if say near JJ no ubia and then komo. And I say one man if it got to a time when he was Attorney General, STP Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings of all his entitlement. I say or to Kranka no for the normal place Ghana for Efania. They should go and read about the days of the revolution.
Member of Parliament Kran or Tia Chirwa or can sans Quasi Semuno. I was so Muyini Speaker, second deputy, first deputy answers. They are not Timuno.
Second deputy. Esiamansu, honorable Esiamotimu, and Yamaya Dodo.
Esiaman and net team. And NDC MPs no majority for in Timin country. I say, Omunimuni Pakra or make that remarks no. They know him.
But the Hansard has captured.
Omunimuni Pakro. Afano Markins, Etchenny, Onimbebia, and then yes, what kind of daughter of Medra shut up was a sit down.
The evidence in you.
The evidence in you. So, and Omunini Pakrum P. Because Yanti me and to a ba. And fa yini pass any power you are way. Now you da ho fine. I dream mute. Why about dream back? When you answer,
no, but no credit.
Parliament. I want to watch the Ghana for say. Say what one.
We cannot say Sebi, your parliamentarians based on their act. And into the mania headmaster.
When him share idea or share, say adult committee.
Yeah.
Some problem about that incident.
The committee, no.
Metina see an emission. I'm how come? Say MPs in penny for women. Monquaya vetting.
Okay.
Aquabubu table. I say microphones. As a such I'm my naya. At it's not a Nasa or Mukas or Mumpe because some value and close to 80,000.
Okay.
It's not even about the money involved.
One person can pay.
One person can even pay, settle that debt.
Yeah.
But say MPs is some mujina way. Another pre. Every kind the child to show what time. Aquasia. Na akwasiya kwa
and so I'm surprised that Yamfa another pray anka
de him
anka so
another pray anka ho I said what can ho another pray kan another pray okay
when
another pray
okay
Roxen Dafia Mapo
okay
Jerino and man you use northern region man did say back
mahu sama no
another pray kan ho
okay pam two other ship for the other side what yeah you are right.
So okay ain't no na ya say mra say adade say makodin kwasasem wo parliament just imagine say MP so honorable for akoko asɛ nneɛma wɔ parliament
it's sad.
Enti ne yate ho committee
It's sad.
yeah ne life o yeah ne life every nkrofo so obia emfa na evidence mra do obia nim bia no adenti na was say you waste your time e was sad you
Hazard no is operate in such a way say so can be now do mic and capture but so mic is what never can be is captured in the hands of parliament say a part of proceedings on that day into that be at the honor 15 years later 50 years later 100 years later said there was a certain time when we will be can say is Zenato and not Zenato papa a medra and there's evidence to that effect.
Such a reckless
the moment Zenato Bekan and Watumuno or Manu Eyejuma, and I'm happy the role majority leader is playing. By far, Honorable Mahama Yariga has distinguished himself. Over here, he's become the peace broker of the house. Na abra Honorable Apenyo Mark him edigidi but not the nyansa is here. The nyansa and bibrini bi sabi. Entino mehunu say it is a good time say it will be say Mahama Ayariga as the majority leader. It is quite a reckless statement, like you said, a very, very unfortunate. So nipa akono bekasa. But
sometimes you dream say wo yiri wo fie, wo ma wo fie, wo sisters e wo busuam, wo attack wo bi e wo parliament.
Yeah,
wo attack no.
Ignorance.
My so irresponsible.
And you see, they are also defeat no yezo.
Ebi na hwe, ebi na Canada Japan. E pese dachi bia hwe, imagine say, wo de me fa ne say napo.
Okay.
Imagine senka Ghana nkanen kisenki ati Ghana yi. Na nka napo ye vice president.
Anko vice president, nka mo vice president.
Hwe say se nyankopon. E na edi Ghana ho afofie. E ne nyankopon na agi Ghana.
Anka napo ye mo vice president.
Obia papa panimu a otufun obie na no afun energy minister ye wo crisis dumso oba ma yenhunu ma ye timetable
osemo nkwana na ma
no osemo nkwana mo pesa mo ye mo timetable mo nkwana mo koye mo.
But I forgot to say na nado danko akufado abra okọ Kwame Sefa kan show so na ohini bi ye na adwene say ne e-blocks no omodo mo sabe kan also ade no no konkosi
okọ Kumase ayi Francisca constituency kwa abre ya omo demonstration o makwan yenye wantra no man ka send it dia onye de omo pom ko to ma ba na
atukujo constituency e wo central region I say I promise wom mpuntunyuma manye o say ade internet so mba ye adwuma abro man to ma atukujo. So there are a lot of cases into where crap with the nyane papa ye na no susu.
But sir, we are so irresponsible. Okay, so who jai who de your friends are rare and answer with destiny.
Okay.
Esha obia or ye irresponsible semwa. No wonder say Ghana do something.
And nothing I make us say. Yan hwe money crashing. Look, anyansa fo be breti few. Family joining ho. Eti MP no me hu da no de wu. Ana de no so akwese. Ansa na be win no. Unkura kura so wonya in a region of 1 million cities and above. Otu da akutu yi. Osi 1 million cities and above. No menko fam free. Eso ebia nka mo adwene pa metime de aboa. Eti yen hwe democracy and adia me kan na nama. Me siensi sudua. Me srempanyfo, me sred electoral commission. It should be part of their demands. So constitution is say obi be ko parliament na he or she should be of sound mind. There should be a proof. So ni pa ko na oba no na adwene ye correct. They should go for a psychiatric report. Na yehunu say Kwame Nyame na adwene ye correct. And look, abodan for budget parliament echo wo dem fa ni agro abodan for budget parliament half because you ma adwene mu behavior be no minimum I say be for contempt ye twan will be annual partner but idea so ye to make sure say parliament and you nyam be gina bran no mo nye afi apenyo say speaker 832 am to say student or say speaker other than headmaster speaker say some way move students
there next time I was so no crown was suspended.
He said no, he was in act.
On one no.
Was in act.
Next time, be misbehave our parliament because we've had enough.
Oh no,
Ghana no. Challenges, difficulties, baby. Oh, it is a lot of problems. And I was the next time or be misbehave our parliament. I was your suspect.
I don't know so we said that Fiamapo. Yeah, the neck just for the optics. I didn't know because that fear me no was center or no crampo pata
say kwa okwe no obi amia no ntina say o
no crampo pata e no be hwa that fear me ponyo no kwaso obi ata obi na aso ne fugunum no se batakari and obi na ye de na kwakam because ya mfana nka ho Ghana fo be ka say adan no mapa na hye MPP fo nko a sabi say ndisi fo nko ne di sa nyambran sem na punish ndisi fo nko a so me ya MPP fo nko a de punish MPP fo nko a because Ghana fo am overwhelming majority Ghana fo nim say apanyo marking group ho onom to abetia om. You are in charge. 2/3 majority. And chakra or can queen of Abeka Wana. Mete say a rab robin honum say when you I don't know, but unconfirmed. It's likely say a Blikuman of Krababekau. Most answer about 4 independent candidates, including but not limited to A+. Women in our so many even the independent candidate cry, if you me NDC form on Bufu independent Thomas Yawin. The Monty NDC form how say. So we cannot afford to fail the people of Ghana. I'm telling you. And don't think it's a and I'm a make us better now 16 years into no almost to fear and say better now 16 years. Look, in 2016, now John Dramani Mahama a CE blocks 123, 46 no way from scratch. In 2016, now under John Dramani Mahama, inflation rate age 15.4%, Akufo-Addo 54%. In 2016, now exchange rates 4 cedis to $1. Akufo-Addo time as far as 17 to $1. In 2016, John Dramani Mahama a lot of statutory funds. Na Ghana was got a stabilization fund. And umuna COVID-19 ban na Akufo-Addo is get free. To say sinking fund. Na Akufo-Addo ego sinking fund na John Mahama de ko tuaye. To say energy sector levy. And na de hwe nyinam ahweden. To say Ghana infrastructure fund to support the infrastructure sector. To say heritage fund. John Mahama hunu say Ghana gold no etimisa etiyam pefutuo bi na sadachi sika ni ho a enchirema can fall on the heritage. Look, a lot of things that John Dramani Mahama ye ni we need close to 1 million votes.
Na do twi ni mu 1 million votes. Mame
adentina 8 years later Mahama Krona will lose by 1 million votes and we need close to 1 million votes.
More than
so the fact is
7 million votes.
So I said close to 1 million. So the party say we need the fact somewhere we need close to 1.7 or whatever million votes. And try somebody to transfer forever. Some more money basa. Because I know that John Mahama or winning and will lose by 1 million votes. 88 years later, what me be winning by 1.7 million votes there. Mama mutimo nyamo desa. 8 years so betimi aba. See anya dwuma year, you can also lose even more than that.
2016 MPP winnie etwe NDC mu 1 million votes any awaken. Parliament omunya 167
That's
votes.
right.
A drop it 2020.
Yes.
And then from 167 seats, a drop it by 137.
137.
And look 137.
Yeah.
Almost NDC seat best 7.
What when you saying?
Buga. Zabzugu, Esekado Kitan, the Chiman South, say we are sonum, and now so a year. Takwansu, Yemuni and Dinina. Almost
Takwa Diana.
Mrekuduka.
Send this year winning.
Yes.
But
they follow almost kind of 5 times and Mrekuduka. And if so, Obia 2016 no, Otimi winning opponent by 1 million votes. And man sits a drop pay yaka best 100 and this best 106 as I say.
Okay.
Now on 167. Then 4 years later no, now I drop 1 million votes no.
Yeah, I drop it.
Drop it class
and I'm saying vote about 600,000 and a free so. Because NDC lose by 937,000 or so. It is a 600,000 free so there. It was whooping. And like you are saying, SM bar from 237 seats. It may have
NPP lose. What me say? After about 2 years, 2018 NPP lose. Right. Ghana for lose that interest.
Yeah, confidence.
Confidence no munya.
And it's also because of what they were doing. You can list a plethora of them.
No, 2017, 2018, Ugu Enuma,
banks. One woman be Uswa Begu.
Eti, I was a MD.
So, I'm raising the good heritage bank.
One more, and they say Aborosua.
I mean, how?
Nana, Mamifa was same, said James Ejenim Boating.
Okay.
And our President Mahama appointed as Managing Director, State Insurance Corporation.
Fantastic.
Last week no call this week continue call
okay
because the okwakosi na name immediate past managing director SIC Insurance Company Limited Miss Hollister Dua Yentumi office ni watum
Watu office no.
Watu you give any picture about so mame. Watu office nim.
Like omo friend no mo keys no.
And the office no on say omo offices no. Enye normal keys say we betimi.
Yeah.
Say card no ni bibia so de ba. Eniema gu ho. Wa lock office no. E the keys no.
But so unlock the phone number. So they should get it.
Last week we call her. Opesu around office one mo a. Omo kire say na access odi be remu no. Anyhow.
Okay.
Enti no ma wo some days. Na Monday wo mra. Monday na duru when to me akoma ka chen say won twe kakra. Tuesday na duru ene Wednesday. Managing director SIC
But
boss.
why is the former boss holding public property? Key for the public enye ne dia. Eti mi hu na meche no because I have the rights of citizen arrest. So be bia o hold public property a enye ne kwan so meche no. Eti ba bia ma me no obi a she should be careful. Ever say.
Hollister dua yentumi.
Ma me fa ye key brain.
Na enye key no kwan wo de ko. SIC for to V8 ye last year June ya.
That's your budget.
And also what they call
Nyandia.
Now only must say SIC no. Say we be managing director. We are juma 4 years sir. Now say we car ya de ma we use after 4 years no. Ultimate talk.
Now with other government institutions.
It's
been a convention.
Only Hollister do ya yentumi.
But umpiama.
Was also cry a lawyer Esquire.
Oh, na say no so feel.
Young lady. Won't you cry ya see adwuma e kura no kwa e wunya 2 years o. V8 no mo to ni June ya.
E ma sem de ya me hunu ka.
V8 na ada me ka Hollister no ka so e be ma.
Me ka so e be ma ntina me ni abra me ka ma dwenti nti wo de ka wa de ma de ya mi. Oni e ono oda so no. Ne ho fe.
We were honum as SIC boss. Now we are boss was bidding. SIC can offer tegu no. Because state institutions assets properties be was say SIC na insure no. Can offer time make sure say ni nyina waje e de enterprise life.
Oh, ba say ni nyina be sian back.
Eti James ajani buat e wadwuma ye.
Oh, James be twani nyina mu.
Wo kwa hono na ye say wunya 1 year 6 months na.
James be twani nyina mu.
V8 ya.
What are you talking about?
Edi kofi.
James be twani nyina.
Edi na wo ya de.
James be twani nyina mu. James be twani nyina mu. Yeah, look, be enterprise edge. Yeah, remember back to and then other government institutions must work and insure with the state insurer, SIC. Finito. I don't think your state insurance corporation. Na yenya a baby. Honorable.
She has locked everything. Maria Adam. She has locked everything.
Me see me who na mention. I have a right of citizen. Me who na mention. Please, bibi hono bi ayende.
Padu ya bwana makati madwuma sorry.
Oh no. Yeah. When a operation recover loot proper. So we loot here.
V8.
Yeah. Or the ba.
Tony June. Tier rubber. Esinifie.
Yeah.
James Ajani Buatin akoye meeting wo ho kire wo mo say e wo say state institution bia no wo asset bibia everything wo na na insure na can offer attaje e dey akwa enterprise life wo mo listing famra new ones ekro mo pese ni nyina no wo de ye adwuma no wo mo listing ka ho famra o pe office akwa ye adwuma watum e de ko V8 obetem de akwa ye adwuma a reform ya revive it.
Yeah.
Sir, SIC one mono so anu a ni nyina wo de ko
and me can be chere and I'm sure say empanyin for no minim de obi oba occupy office bia making sure say they will securitize the place. I have had opportunity with some CEOs 1 2 3 and I realized that they felt so comfortable with the places they occupied. Personally, I have talked to some behind closed doors. I'll talk to the rest. They shouldn't feel comfortable. Because they say, there are so many planted seeds of camera. So before Uber occupy office, make sure, say, you get experts who can securitize the place for you. If it is fit for purpose, no. But for the woman, I think say she's me or your me master me can be bring to the media on mama because obadi I mean your girlfriends it master me can be but mommy baby I will be a Mr.
Na Akufo-Addo abamu yetimi to V8 MH executive officer no dey hear rentals.
Oh asembe na
oh na Akufo-Addo abamu oh jai oh do you me ha when you kasem V8 ben dey renter
how when kasem sa
Unim the akoso okrom ha ho.
Oh, minim say na makoso ba say na say how when he say Akufo do fa fiat we be garage we say Akufo do be garage
na garage dey say bebre no mu bie ya car rentals ya o ma ye
oh trusting cars dey famo oh ocean cars no bebre e ya no mako bie garage ocean cars no
madam yesrew adwuma wa SIC
o de baba
ye pa cho James Ajenim Buati wo ba adwuma ye president Mahama ba adwuma ye
ana Ajenim na ni abreu
SIC can overreact collapses that sector no enti ehia se ni manim ya no be Kenya no no obe ye adwuma ntem properties ya se wo mo land nyina malutu ya se land ya wo nim nyina malutu ma se ni nyina no
SIC wo
SIC ya so mo property state land ya SIC die nyina oh
amaton
wa ayi landing die nyina kra so wo ma twa for sale abobo ho.
Can you imagine?
Madam Fako na where you are back.
But is it not also possible say minim the law part of it sanka the new SIC boss betimi afre media the camera to so na sa de kode ne bo anya den a ono akra betimi ne botom sika na ya bu ani na ya fix camera
I don't think was ye bu ani
na mama no say
na adentina in the first place e was ye bu ani
but she can't also hold us to ransom we ya pass ya
honorable Suleiman Adama MP for
na honorable kwai honorable ya juma o Ejuma honorable
oh to da
oh dey na honorable limit to radio e bia na jembe appoint on radio oh no honorable ya juma me ko abaso ya I mean
oh to da
honorable mumu say mu ko ba bia na ye ba appointment wa hu ba make dey we nana the one mistake about appointments ne say so one farmer obia sebi onim grassroots 2028 obe pacha wache so okoye appointment there biara because sebi obi bro one Ghana with all due respect because obi ekobro bi one Ghana and obi bro 2 cedi into any appointment now yes the person will occupy the office but people will come onim wom obi hwio mu nya obe pam mu nyina enche na 4 years na dru na akopo pacha meanwhile what the baakuma papa we ya otu da akunim no amaja akunim no kwame kwachi nim no and crofo we ya sense will know him through us and that is how we build party consolidation. A word to a wise is an sin of vice president.
Okay, honorable Kwaba.
So honorable about
okay.
Oh, mama tiba so honorable people have a meeting for na.
Yeah, sure.
No honorable take over.
President John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah.
Takrade market circle.
Okay.
And wakoho.
Okay.
When you adwadifo na hia.
Oh. So enya nto abono.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obontua ho.
Yeah.
Let us say thank you Tono.
Thank you Tono.
Okay.
Me brother dem so nyai. You feeling no oh you feeling no.
There here it's necessary.
John Muhammad you feeling no. John Jai ni aka no first hospitals man yan kwen. John Muhammad me dey asen fa hu. Ya dey say wonya adwuma man.
Okay.
Ti John dey any problem.
And to finance minister nom ene
Meda obia se na ene mohu ye ha na yenkura no bone yenim se oka takrade a enye on the market circle on the takrade on the market circle enti yenim se say ejumi baby edru a aka eyade a oyo haw e mata kradifo nyina enti enne ye ba se ye ne ahemfo ne takradifo nyina be hia ne adam ase ene ade pa moye maaye abatu onim na ansa ne be kwa kodi say ejuma no na me se e o se me behwe market circle na me ne contractor for no kasa ne nhwe kwan a yebetimi afa so na ejuma no atoado na yetimi awie na takrade fo enya homfa so enti ya behwe ni na o ma kyerɛkyerɛ ye bibia mu enti Yes, I concline. Friday a ebe yɛne contractor for no any Minister of Finance bɛtena ase. Ni ahwɛ nhyehyɛ a yɛbɛyɛ sɛ na ɔbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi atoa adwuma no so. Enti sɛ nyame adom a ɛnkyɛ biara contractor no ɛne n'adwumayɛfoɔ ɔmbɛsan aba na ɔmo abɛtua adwuma no so na takradefoɔ enya adwa no mfasoɔ. Meda obiara ase na ɛnɛ mohu yɛ ha na yɛnkura no bɔne. Yɛnim sɛ ɔka takrade a ɛnyɛ ɔne market circle ɔne takrade ɔne market circle. Enti yɛnim sɛ adwuma yi baabi aduru a aka ɛyɛ ade a ɔyɛ ɔhaw ɛma takradefoɔ nyinaa. Enti ɛnnɛ yɛbaa sɛ yɛne ahemfo ne takradefoɔ nyinaa bɛhyia ne adam ase ɛne ade pa a moyɛ maayɛ abatoɔ no mu na ansa ne yɛbɛkɔ akɔdi saa adwuma no na me se ɛwɔ sɛ mebɛhwɛ market circle na me ne contractorfoɔ no kasa ne yɛnhwɛ kwan a yɛbɛtumi afa so na adwuma no atoado na yɛtumi awie na takradefoɔ anya ho mfaso. Enti yɛabɛhwɛ ne nyinaa ɔmo akyerɛkyerɛ yɛ biribiara mu. Enti yɛsan kɔnkran Friday a ebe yi yɛne contractor for no ɛne Minister of Finance bɛtena ase. Ni ahwɛ nhyehyɛ a yɛbɛyɛ sɛ na ɔbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi atoa adwuma no so. Enti sɛ nyame adom a ɛnkyɛ biara contractor no ɛne n'adwumayɛfoɔ ɔmbɛsan aba na ɔmo abɛtua adwuma no so na takrade for Kenya.
Thank you to our Western Region takrade ɛna ɔne ɔmanfo adwadifo titiriw ahyia. Wama that assurance no.
Nti nana sɛ mpanyimfo abayi mpanyimfo sɛ ntifo no mpagyafoɔ. Me sorry but nea meka atwa to no sɛ yenya John Dramani Mahama mugidi. Me krampo de na meka so be wadru ti month 70 and obenya 1 month because it is 7th of January. And yet the social contract with Ghana for a year 120 days no. Kemiako say he's almost finishing everything. Okasa oba constitute a committee for education reform why constitutional review why there are a lot of things that John Dramani Mahama Kaso within 14 days or see he will get his cabinet ministers ready why or see obey the ministerial appointment within a certain period why in fact near John Dramani Mahama kind in why near me person me catch Ghana for ne say yanko so enye ne mogidie John Dramani Mahama onim say all maybe so the only thing he want to live for a legacy say or also by at least the Lin Kuan Yew of our time or the Rowan Tunku of our time or the Kwame Nkrumah of his generation. It's John Dramani Mahama will deliver. I say lastly, more munya appointment no. Mon come akuma to muye.
O to enfa.
No, do you know why?
Why say Bole Bamboy for a year demonstration?
No, by so necessary.
But only so mo
MP demonstration. I know they for Biaka say demonstration. John Dramani Mahama no better na because that be hey, na me do me kwa benyen so ye adwuma. Yes so be demonstration. Yes, no, hold on. And yes so ye MP so here minister. So we have to tell everybody to calm down because no, I agree. So
calm down.
No, but so calm down. But Nana, we will cause a state of anarchy because of position. Wow, my position. Calm down.
Don't calm down.
No, send your chase underground on chase. But the point I am making is say, Obi dear Banopa, Obi dear Bavia. Obi okra odi ebe banajo
odi ebe ba no power chance obenya minister ya modin
na 1 month in yo
deputy
it's as if said John Mahama has been in office for 2 years. John Mahama is less than 1 month And yet the things he's doing it munyabutre.
Who
say cry me do ko baby?
Only say who chase minister na ya na say o chase chief executive officer.
But we MP and no why because MP no ntimi ko chief executive officer. But like I said, an MP can be on 2 or 3 boards. It will be the same as a minister.
Okay.
Munyabutre. Ati papa be adwuma. Bye bye. Okay, MP no. Hello, what's your name? I don't have any question. Bye bye.
I was here for ya twasona Honorable Suleiman Adama Tan, Member of Parliament and Affairs Citizen Ato Dagsi, General Secretary GCPP. Madi Muhammad Jebre, Madi baby I will be a chen. Yeah, show a nim enti Madi Bomodiana Ebra Hantem because if we Ablekumanov for say Wakwaya Deputy Director election, Omu here, Omu questions bebre, Omu here answers. Edi free party and penny for a honum one. Na yenin komo kakra ansana ma babe hwe na there be mini ona ba mini dwa kakra mra why because that amount na ebu careful no a me hye danya alert ma me pesika kakra mra abuja for ye ton sase ya mansotwi bia hu na ye ba ye bebo awuram ad hoc committee wo mu dwuma wo mu edi no ne ekono ye bebo na ye di resanse akoye animguase de ama parliament ene o man Ghana ye ton sase amansotwi bia ne hu e watasamanso residential area Kumase me so sa plot we kwana kwaje wo de wo pasase wo Kumase a omoden akoho e ho de ensuo to enframa efa flood be ye day ento da asase ne da yi ankasa mansotwi bia ne hu document eye genu ne de ama wo nsase no so bo e da form enti estate developers any individuals ankwankwa bia mo pasase bia no yesra mo se ye won sase watasamanso residential area Kumase omoden an kokwaje wo de e ben headline educational complex Manzayo hospital honomon ye wo efipon kese ye atrese ye ton circle fedisco no do rice ha wo say 6 bedrooms e wo first floor no washrooms in suwo mu fre 0242770304 0242770304 and answer 0242770304 0242770304 o pasase wo Kumase nkwade a atasamanso residential area on ye kanfo di amawo afei rush energy drink eno ne papa ne rush energy drink eno ene papa no enti se wo obi a wo sori na ahodi ni ho awia yi ko nyina ahode ni ahokeke ni hono mu a waye boho wo pe energy drink bi e be boost energy level ne de a rush energy drink enwani no ma ahode woju meat pa na de boso na abon se tom na wo sin ena afei so no top choco chocolate spread na eye kama papa bi na wo de fa bread me nkora ni dia eboa papa sanso ena chocolate no wuje eje nkora no wo be titie di sa ya top choco 3-1 chocolate drink so no mu a eno koko wo mu kom sugar do hia no nso hye wo saka kra bi atim pampa no ache na wo ne abusua na nom to phone fresh 0243 033 Father Abraham Herbal Spiritual Hospital ewa fanko barrier so faster oil filling station wa o se men kan cho say yade bia edunya ewa brabom cancer type bia bi stroke diabetes sexual weakness kidney fibroid na ha wo prostate be ma ulcer sickle cell BP no nyina atwere epilepsy typhoid ni HIV akosu agedema akote yade ni so yade bia ena omena segoita na chese fu ha bomodin afo ni che Father Abraham Herbal Spiritual Hospital be wo kama afa wo pelak ewo wa brabomu a wadwuma mu adeton mu awalie mu bibia mu a wo Father Abraham ho beboa o wo sopa hoduo bia enusu nya bi na wudi dware a ei eboa papa favor ni grace ewo so saa ofanko barrier so faster oil filling station for 0244371695 0244371695 na say 0559114122 0559114122 appointment at check uni lack ka Father Abraham wate wo da hosa wo be hu say appointment no eba Honorable me sama wakwa babim na. Okay. Bibi aboko de. Sa parliament nso boko. Ede nyame ase. Citizen ato enso ewo fie ha wie. See you akwaba. Kwame wait.
My friend check as in farmer. Na me farmer wait for. Na minche honorable Michel Nache.
Pa.
Inti me man official pa.
I think committee.
Ya de me assist there or de nkwa kan yan kwa ma dan wa yetim kom. Na mama ba na me tin kom ma na no tumuzi. Na mama mfe na minka de you see sometimes you know adibi wo na yereka we only look at it from the situation that is happening. But when man care the yenya president be a watcher and the same man an inch. Mobo to my and to me and so on. Inti yenya botakaka because you see some of the actions that speaker take in. Saying ya speaker be anusubanted and another. All opposition voices in the parliament will be suspended. And you know, it is important today. Mama ye use benchmark and another set amoman Ghana. Because me ban me te na miraho. That the only reason Ghanaians seem to be talking and saying the things we are saying today is because of a kind of leader we've so had. Ne actions are why yenti. Wabe set a very bad benchmark and precedent for all of us. Yanshen ye ne di nanado nature. Ne benchmark nature. Ye bese o man kojo to. Inti yama why yenti obi feel there. Some people are being timid. Ibi mu ayede musro bi mu because o nanado ne nko what the majority ya. Nka by now nyama oda ye no onye bi ni. But you see, that benchmark is not a good one. Or your benchmark was obo man or say your man. Or your benchmark was your money. Because even with 137, we realized the kind of things he was doing. If we want to heal as a country, you better a reset of the country. Why do we go to that benchmark? They be make the MPP in opposition raise the bar so high. What ban? Now was a ban about 2 from number from what the ban dagger. In fact, my family be what the one with the pro ban. Is that the bad? Is that the benchmark we want to follow? No. So we need a little bit of abuter. I the man, some of the MPs, the idea what they from all the MP are soft, na chairman or soft, na chairman or them. Ya shouldn't you be prepare. Miami or the man Ghana see everywhere we are fighting. And I'm a school day ma work. If a ball work. See ya chapu them and answer who video chapu them. I saw him by the one team or soft from preach.
Oh, soft for the CNE.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it has happened, and in our parliament, the same thing is happening. It looks like the little thing that happens. Since Ghana, we can't judge about things. Bibiani, we feel they already use of fisticuffs. Actually, I am Febuary. I bet kitty. Oh, in parliament, do we want macho men? You see, you know, two cars and no cado, Yanshin ya na de a cocaine dealers. Cocaine dealers be a was to cry better than some of the Subaya. It is happening there. Some of the things that are being done there, or your gata Suban, it's got nothing to do with Abia or new school or Wako and other. Yamma phobia and I, phobia, one Wednesday school day would da, but they would never do this. Until I want to say, where Jimmy? Your school never pay Jimmy. It's on your school, no polish will be. Or entity.
Okay.
Into our woeful, I would say, ye rabri, ya wa Susie, ye na ya wa Susie there. Ye better see ember ye. School full, wa Susie there, or better timber from by ye. Obia wa Susie as a community, ye na wa Susie there. Ye better ye may ye more by ya. General urban, Yaboso, I don't know, degenerate into something else.
Okay. Honorable Miss Samu Aquaba Bim.
Major Simiaba.
Honorable Parliament, dear. Say a hoboko, dear.
Yamiadum, a hoboko.
A hoyaboko.
A hoyaboko.
I was now for my diaba. Madi. Slam aleikum.
But in China. This is that Timothy, in Chiapapuni. A restating.
I can't be. I can't be. Madi, after election, first time I'm in New Shieni.
First time in your studio. What church you mean?
First time I was studio.
What share by Fufro?
Oh, yes, yeah, of fear.
What are you defending them?
Because Miss Annan committee has said, what you share?
Yeah, with your class, not getting it back.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, when we class in Tim.
Okay.
That time, and not constituency city be on more.
I must start
to declare what is son of one of 99%. Or better clarify, Mamma. But
the first time I share,
yes, if you had in honorable dear Coso, our parliament, sir, parliament appointment committee, ye vetting. Ya says, near ma. After ya suspended be speaker said, are rescinding decision. Ya take ad hoc committee. Entnas investigating, sir, adiwe. Yeah, watching who said, Sabi, any wukakra. Emma parliament, Emma speaker, any MPs nyina mo parliament. Ana mu nya sana mu hu no.
Me da simi aba, em se ne din kan no. Meche watifo. Ene mi nuamu a me no mo share studio. Na ne yo se Ghana fo nyina hu. Ene especially NDC supporters ye hu ni say if parliament and then ninth parliament enye pe.
Okay.
They are completely different. Na ye hu se ne na eighth parliament tie. Eye pinchen parliament. Na nyankopon nim ye ntia eighth parliament no NDC na ye opposition. Se MPP na ye opposition a enka bibia no ekọ so ma we mu. Na wohwe President Mahama da bia me ba ha meka me say oman num se ne aye no e kire leader na no di oman nanim no leader oye kekakawo oye war like ni bibia na the confrontation na ye no sector e wo oman num nyina e confrontational o de President Mahama ni di mina na hwe the parliament that we are going to have. And until say you can say the benchmark, you they call 8th parliament no, you they call 9th parliament enye 9th parliament free asenche. Now see you ade ye hu say you MPP 4% ni see your 8th parliament no. Omo ye no 9th parliament, but the circumstances are different. The numbers are different. Leadership is different. Everything about this parliament is different. Your numbers ankasa bitim there in PBR. In fact, we have numbers to change a lot of things. But the President Mama Kayano, the research agenda, when you know described aptly, research agenda no cannot just be just a name. Until we cannot be repeating them the same thing. The mini micro minority our parliament no, they want to be heard, they want to be seen. Na Yura first deputy speaker, I don't know what try they be on a Twitter page. Also give a man a long group and he will hang himself. So I get no attention seeking. You see, they have not gone over the shock of the election loss. You used to have 169. One kasa the fashion senka 169. And I T and about 137. And I drew 88. Yeah, a chamber holiday. Yeah, one people for no they look completely lost. And in your more to show something to the public, say they want to do opposition. If I were them, and come trying, I'm here for my government now. When the government starts implementing the policy, now who can? And no Ghana for who say, oh, I don't. But your more idea, a provocation on person provoke and this for no. Nani nano a CEO appointment committee no. AC, you see worse things have happened in the chamber. we didn't allow ourselves. Yeah, mom come mom provoke ye. Can you imagine sending poor 88? Yeah, 188. Now 88 I catch say, yeah, ma business in Koso in the chamber. Until you better you distracted the whole business of the house. If it was the 8th parliament, say you ever some. They are no money na dia kobanta na fe basa si chamber. Into almost 30 year no. Yeah, more. But unfortunately for us, almost no appointment committee, you know. You see the nature of that room, and you're so congested. Then you know, AC chamber, main chamber, and can you see and see? And can you be Ghana for who your moye? And unti, and ya dia efe. Now so a strategy, you are fenyo marking, and another pre a hackia they want to implement, which we will not allow them to implement. If you say, what do we want as majority? Say to help governing business in Tiawo. And we are getting government business done. Me per se your supporters no say the rest no the optics. This is the first time President Mama is less than 1 month in office. 42 ministers of state have been announced, have been vetted, have been confirmed, have been sworn in. And see that. Until we could decide, say, you bet giant government business, no? We can deal with them 2 against 1. You bet me 24-hour economy or parliament, or we can still do it. 2 shifts. We can take them on and do it. But it won't get government business done. And unfortunately, you see your appointment committee, also. Speaker set up a committee among him. I'm saying the setting of the committee, something else happened. Details of what happened until they have to suspend the sitting today. Me assure say every what really the issues are. So I want to assure our supporters.
But what can be said? The intentional, deliberate.
Yeah.
And so the last time crown I did see what chamber honor some business in the encoso. And yes, on behamo. On be distracting or
it's a parliamentary democracy. Parliamentary democracy, no, a tolerance, and I also unya. Ya fast a democracy in Kwande. You see, the biggest babia, expressive democracy pano, the Chamber of Parliament. Let them have their say. Let them do the antics. Let's get our business done. In fact, this is a transition period. This is a period that appointment. This is a period that people will be disappointed, people will be appointed, people until all those things will come into play. But when we finish forming the government, if you check near Asia, Emre Bia sa pinchen ni bisino. Na second deputy speaker of parliament on a tia kunyom. Say speaker ba binti akonyo no mu a. Eya sa anyoma we enter and see. And because appointment committee no chair by the first deputy speaker no on ebe move all the motions for approval no enti ono nkotena seat no so when we finish forming the government parliament is about opinions. You will get the opportunity to express your opinion, but you won't get the opportunity to say me ma won government business. Say now we see your chamber and then you see your appointment committee no so no. So for me, the direction speaker taking or suspending members of some 4 members of parliament was the thing in the right direction. They were complaining. The speaker have that authority. As you speak now, we don't have your committees in here ready. So committees are here ready. The privileges and immunity committee will take up some of these matters, but we are in the process of fixing the committees, and the speaker have got that power to give the directives or reverse. Emma, accept say they should come back to the chamber. I disagree with some portions.
Okay.
If left to me alone, they should reduce. If it is the 2 weeks that we should reduce, it should reduce to some days so that we can have discipline in the house. Because I don't say one of the issues are apart from Pinchen discipline on the part of members and an issue that should be dealt with. But me sure say a transition period because. And unfortunately, the whips who are supposed to ensure discipline. Were caught in the web of Nyoma and Kosono. So I think that the 9th Parliament, I also remember the 9th Parliament, you call orientation. We are supposed to go for orientation to orientate every member of Parliament. Almost 3-day orientation for the new members.
Orientation,
but when say, and your mind, you see, and they decided to use him because you see, he loses nothing because only leverage bia into a move you so say omo de be ye ne on person omo ye bia but me sure say ye de fantasy mu proper orientation pa na okoba. I mean, if you make those mistakes, the speaker will crack their whips. Because they say, and I'm saying, new era now, you change over a couple of things. So some of the things are not really going as expected. But me say, given the time, things will come to normal, and that 9th Parliament will be a better form. I'm yet me as good a business because you see. Those agencies must reflect the leadership of the country. In the leadership of President Mama. And President Kufuor Nanya 188 ministers. I'm telling you, this country will not be like this. But that is what we want to reset. And they pay because institutions of state must work. The workings in Parliament, say, the opposition, they might not, no matter how micro and mini they are, they must have a say. So that we can also get our business done. And I think say, that's where what I would say initially about.
Okay. Madi, Nkrofo we chire hu no say 188. Ona was 188.
Yes.
Yeah, munya no parliament no mo anya no kwa. Nyankopon de ma mo se ne be ye a mo be use ni yie. Na be make impact na Ghana fo hu. Ma ase ade ne hyase no. Nkrofo hu no say na 188 ni kra no. And share that and make impact be because I've no mark can say crowd there whether they are micro mini or whatever crana they are mighty minority group. Muslimu is so-called majority, but omutimi famo so.
Amiama, wame fa kwenye wenchia viewers and listeners. Na menchia
viewers amu CTV.
Yes. Okay, viewers, I was CTV.
Any Facebook.
Any Facebook. Na minchia.
Any listeners on what Accra 100.5.
Mensanchia me colleagues. Citizens there where me driver of late. Of late me buy around on driving me.
Hey, Oba be me level sasa.
Like bisa on car na me use so. That's the level of my from the car na me use. Me the Uber bar, me the Uber bar.
To lawyer can say so no driver.
Me the Uber bar na waka say be the my main driver. Me need to share.
You, Mate.
There is a fact say there were 187, 188 in Parliament. So expectations are higher. So expectation way any only Parliament. It's across. That expectation crapo over party no crapa amount for position more pay or party no mono expectation no you can't imagine. In fact, the most of the CVs are benya bia no be sa me see you. Me see you. All the CVs are on side obi bank say the CEO na me pay o. Obi sa so a wo hwe CEO so ne kwapa o mu na say e be ma obi akrapa say and ever crapa na you know say nkan so bia. So expectation no higher. However, early days yet for us to be able to even allow people to understand that opportunity. Now people have not understood the opportunity no. Enti the achieve. However, when you sit back now, send nyama opese obeye no ekoswa. Then you will know say you are achieving with the numbers. Remember, for far Parliament say endorsements, say approval. It's a minority and to stop baby. Say vetting now. You will have questions. Even though offer defense Mrano senior listener, I was say ranking non kase say minority leader, one kase brave. But kasa be brave no enye kasa hu kake. What you saying? So for me, I see I think your mic in Crawford are only making space, looking for space to please their party for. Yeah. Because we are aware when African Americans or could to a party or say many leader of the party. So I want to please them. So make kasa I concerts no. But at the end of the day, what do we want to achieve? Yeah, per se yeah approve yeah ministers to go through. You are getting it. Again, when you are in government, you are more of a defensive than offensive. In fact, in even in communication in government, in doing everything in government, it's different style altogether. How you communicate when you're opposition, and when you are in government, because especially when information seem to be available for you, and so I agree with people who believe say nanka use numbers na engagement, but I believe say we are on course on the numbers engagement because whatever is happening, be always say because of way into. Yes, they have shown their colors say omunya kwenya they will not work out, they will keep standing. I believe say you got to a point when we need to push what we want to push, and they stand. We'll make sure they will sit. You make sure say who say almost 30 you say yeah busy in your time and omunya almost start to campaign regional national chairman general secretary and organizer a campaign for the next elections into parliament continental parliament. See, when general secretary or national chairman sitting in continental parliament, what he wanted he got it. When one buy no patch or crap after one patch there be a time or no national chairman now see way and I say they did it and got it. So yes, it's early days yet, but I can't see say they will prevent any of the policies say approve say they can't stop it. Again, over a parliament the minister say ya approve now. The MPP they themselves admit say said nanka way leaders when omunya ya Ghana would have been this way. So be so many now say mushia ministers no send the competence in the almost say we dey superb. And this is more there no mobile to me say obi abisa say how do you a friend say a friend say coach we say fish pond no crap no three subsectors but is fish pond we are in the this you see the level. And where I think we have to start counting for John Dramani Mahama. Also, John Mahama promises say one, me government am me ban ebeye use one. Also, so far am I appoint you or more apart from 1 or 2. Obi try 60.
Okay.
Let's watch. After CEOs in there, so we 60. These are youth. They have future ahead of them, so they want to see a country on my or China or new world crap on you will point good hands on them. And the MPP be omudi say a last minute obituary awaiting for ministers and the Ghana could do baby I could say so yes we admit say people are expecting to see say nanka for 1 day so and you approve all of those people. You can use 1 hour say me, but when you got the opportunity, at least they've seen it. 9 ministers approved. We went to parliament. We don't know where said and Kaya Penny the chair say a crime never fat. I don't know the day we approve. Almost say Oma Horomonsa. I want to see him to wash his hand from a friend say City Corporation. Say now chairman of the board. I want you to watch his son when they come to meet us and some back in the future. We will go to that point too. Where they don't know we are now account, they have to be make noise. Yes, because they don't have leadership. Because the majority of parliamentarians now MPP fan on chairman won't me. So do you think that they will get something? And this is the only party in the first way time majority more 3 seats per and the majority of constituency leader. Yeah, region our bar or 3 seats per 4 seats per no no money leader. When you have majority of your party, when you want to whip well, no, but I'm not there when you are. So let them start, let them make the noise. It's about making the space. But I can assure Ghanaians, the party, say yes, expectation or higher, but we'll manage it. Because I feel the first start is a form. We also have to now educate party for, yes, you are seeing it this way. How does it match? Because that's in Yamano, we have to do. And not say, oh, that be people will have. No, this time around, it's going to be a different ball game altogether. So I agree, but we will do something special. We banana meet him. Mo boy who say ye juma pa oh mo boy who say ye juma pa, but the no crap we di so 2016.
Yeah.
But do you know style now John Mahama a year in 2016? If I will some people criticize his style, but that style gave us one vote this time around.
Okay.
That style, we didn't understand him well. Internal crap, no, we're fighting the system.
Okay.
Only say John Mahama became president when Professor Moss the first time. So policy directions now on the buy, you know. Even this is a policy of NDC, but style not quite different. So we didn't ask Krapo, no, we couldn't even understand him to even defend John Mahama. Today I am happy. It took the whole media, the social media, how we even sold the idea of say reduce Haji Fende.
Oh, yeah.
Now just look at the trend. Previously we would think that because Haji Fende but today everybody is talking about 10 reduce within 1 month. John Mahama kasi me promise to say me reduce Haji Fe. More Muslim Baumia. Ono what is saska we na Baumia the here ni 1-200 day connections. But John Mahama you say they be Muslim to me Mumbresa have reduced the money up to almost 62,000. Almost 13,000 in a year free so no. 13,000. Nanka by now MPP na was one nanka beko 85,000.
Kombetum.
Now enye no kwon say enye sika na ya tisukra. Olu say MPP was on a brony bay any start trumi idea nti we were not getting more quota in Haji. No ko unse Haji no every year be akwa who perform year omma more quota. Okay. So the this one money be a na atiso.
Atiso aba. Okay.
Yenye start here na John Mahama my 5,000.
Hey.
Yenye start here but the kind of confidence say papa we be present da. Say na was starting the way he's starting engaging. We believe he said a man for Beba Haji no crap life from the Beba.
Yeah, become a delegation.
Yes, I call on into a more quota 5,000. It means this is a fair ceiling. The Timmy Bombardier, which is the next year, no more people from Ghana will go to Haji, and this is leadership way and a account. That is why I want to see Nuama Sheikh Nuama. Tam na walk and a Muslims are bow. One who say Islam Lanka say. A bad leadership of say no the about me and papa and that is the person we want. And I believe that today if you are man pa ask for like 10 times say John Mahama sana he's the right person but never kono na way kana nani na way wagadreg nti waba no ba in fact na we can say way religious prostitute afenyo make NTS no people who free how call they say religious prostitute. So yes, numbers, you know, we'll use it well. I am clear in my mind. Say we'll use it well. It's just by time we'll start engaging. Today, if I apply for MMDC, I have been in the party for some time, some time for now, from 2008 till date. First, now win elections we almost a constituency executive. I was outside. Oma banka share university bi. Omonipe bi a wo school no bi a 1 year juma work constituency no bi. Yes, this is what we do. We were high young Fanembra. We were high young Fanembra. But you see, the NDC himself now have moved from that situation now. Within the party, no, a man for assume their in fact, from polling station up to this level. You go to your home branch, your banker, managing banker, where your branch chairman. That's where the party has got into. this is the first time I can say this is the first time we say women organizers are vying for MMDCs in the party. Women organizers, so in fact, we have got a women organizers as regional ministers. NDC have moved from what we know it about before. First, by this time, now school feeding. So the party have changed. So expectations, and it is by time. Time we mentioned about a transition. I think I will say, what kind of NDC need about power? NDC mainly free buy, and those are the things that will happen. So, and let me say, MP. Diplomacy in the budget to move, but they do be a more radical because we will not allow bread. Then we allow somebody to waste their time.
Radical.
Oh, be radical. Oh, I can't. Democracy, no, I can't democracy. Then Chile say will be say we only say now we away out. That be Debbie. Oh, Debbie.
But position I want taking no. Say much more the say be FAC one.
Who succeed? See, let me tell you. See. I don't know. Say 187. I'm 88. Oh, your base 80 no. Yes, 87. Not their mom. Now solves our problem. Then we'll use the handle to deal the work of the parliament too. We'll handle those things. We'll handle it. But I want to plead. I want to see. Oh, we like democracy, the rule of law. When we start calling them to come and answer things with the law, they shouldn't say they view parliament. They be the in fact, we know the advice they gave our Atufo say we'll get to that point too. We are not threatening anybody.
Okay.
We are not threatening anybody. But I believe you say if they behave well, but maybe you know, say.
Okay.
I say during the vetting of the Minister of Defense.
Doctor Omaneboama.
Na afanyama here say, what they say me mono say me the protocol bar men deny me. As soon as he said, we expecting him to say this. Only say about winning by elections are. I dare boy afanyama ki win election be a soldier for.
Okay.
Yes, on record. And his anger on money, he knows that I didn't know. And it will lose 2028. And it will only take the NDC to lose 2028 election in parliament. Because so therefore this time around will not operate in I'm telling you. So therefore now we use so do registration. As
on record. Yeah. This last election, I'm on record to have called the police center to complain because I know man there. If we see anything, we should. Right. So the police lines now with the man. I personally called the coordinator, ACP Yamwa. I called her there. Winneba. There is soldiers driving around, and I don't understand why. What kind of they will be the last resort. That then has happened, but there were soldiers driving around. In fact, even assembly elections in Winneba. There are military men who are there. They are camped for action.
When you say so we'll handle all those things. But I can sure say, looking at the ministers, what are 42? Say I'm 42 no. As I told the deputies now become
deputies are
almost 40. 14 so we'll get to that point. But beyond that, we are doing other things to adapt to it.
Okay. Honorable Metwasona Enra Afenoma can say Kasan BBC or Parliament.
Yeah, sure.
Eugene, me pesa me say repeat video no. The okan say daughter of Medra no say video no bomma me because ebepim Enra bepim ne no. Yenti bibian free Parliament. The men say majority leader.
Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kunipa. Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kunipa. Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kunipa.
Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kunipa.
Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sunday Papa Kunipa.
Yetiani say microphones no tie no ene say ne must configure parliament no eno ayi mu bia no hot asem we even though emra zanato e kasa no na ye wo ho na me wo ho na me ne Teresa Ladi enti Ladi na okasa wie no or ma the first comment a statement no I'm tell Ladi in chain they listen to all of them but emra no sa particular statement no even zanato unse zanato de ben any leadership no into obey MPP for no chen ya e wa chire kakrampum onumpo wante the way omo consider mic no senya recordings are every social media buy ya na yenim but ye hu say obi make state noise ema afenyo marking etwa nani eye nensa sei enti initial stage amete ye no the first time hu no social media no na omo attribute to say afenyo marking e kan ye enam say no afenyo marking ankasa but me hear video no wie na me hu say nipa na okasa ye no ewo at least ne back and on the left hand side of him because we make you two statements avenyo mike minimum some more kan no but he was signaling him to stop and also can so say no correct say evidence that when we say I spoke about discipline, I mean there are some things that you don't do in parliament and no you one thing is see and two ni see or some George hono and then I say this whole parliament have not gone through the orientation platform. You see, backbench. Sometimes we make fun, sometimes we make noise. It's all part of the job. But the direction, nipa no kasa hanrano or make it, it is the lowest ebb in our political life. Look, we don't want to go the way a MPP called, but look, nobody in this country can compare JB Dankwa to President Rawlings. Nobody in this country. They are from two different eras. But you see, we have so many things about Omo di party from UGCC, BCC, PPR, BC, NDC, and MPP. People have so many things that they want to say. But especially on the floor of Parliament. I'm sure say nipa no can say no. Parliament should be able to feed that person out. It is ridiculous. It is, I mean, the lowest ever parliament beat me uncle. And it's a statement, no. A former president of this country, Fourth Republic, yeah, Timua, Amano Quine, Amana be a member of parliament. Our Timono. Who is the founder of the Fourth Republic? President Rawlings. Ono ene baya was stabilizing ye democracy and ye timu. And nipa ba kwa wa comport no pa in parliament. In fact, both MPP and NDC in Nigeria say this person has comported herself in parliament. Zaneto. Untimi nyi Zaneto mfri saha nipa no. Ene ye de Zaneto begyina ha say ye vetina you see what will happen. Because this is a woman of virtue. Why do you go back and go and say ne papa sabi Medra and not just papa President Rawlings,
daughter of Medra,
a daughter of a Medra. In fact, MPP have brought some rogues at the backbench. I call them rogues. Parliamentary. Look, somebody who yesterday Emra Yen leader Kasano, they were putting the microphone on and off, and they can't take their own medicine. They cannot take their own. This lady, Oba first timer, or say somebody is rude. If you had rudely interrupted me, I mean, me referring to constituency, but we are not former minister for roads. Atiwa. Etiwa. I've forgotten that. That's also a cousin of President Mamo, also a President Akufo-Addo. Very arrogantly told Yewura Bejira say,
Afe no waba.
Hey. Told you arrogantly interrupted me. I'm telling you. Yesterday she was putting her microphone on and off. But in the evening when Afenyo Makin was all said time Nitu, when he was talking, he spoke for like 20 minutes. He complained to the speaker, say, Oma so regina so omon kasabium. Omo ma adjuma nkosi because he put the microphone on. He took the majority down and say, change your microphone now say change it and let's see. And the scene was an eyesore when I listened to the videos and audios are a peer hono. You must be antin or chamber at that time. Me sure say
me who social media so me started say me call back parliament mo proceedings na me tie Zanoto na dey no kan and the lady was talking about cervical cancer. Was a medical doctor.
Yes.
Me body no me tie.
She gave good information and good education.
Na dey no kan ya enti no e ko fa asem we say bye.
Good education, good information. I think all of us because that is the essence of parliament. Oh, so na me no can say eduru ba bia and say ye diplomacy nko. Parliament that you see that we are not all a diplomat. We have radicals in there. We have diplomats. Yes,
radicals in there.
We have diplomats in there. We have radicals in there. We have moderates in there. We have extremists in there. And Parliament is about shades of opinion, shades of how the country no tell no. And Enora Zaneto she's a medical doctor. Information or the man, a lot of members of parliament have never heard of it before because she's a medical doctor and to the expertise, to the benefit of parliament. When it comes to architecture, or more architects, will bring their expertise to parliament. That is how parliament is supposed to be. And to Ankambone, now a very rogue member of parliament at the backbench there decided yesterday they were like just 25-28 in the chamber. Decided to make this statement. And now they were 25. I counted them. When Sam George were approved by majority decision. And when they saw the numbers, and when he said we will use the numbers, when they saw the numbers, Afenyo Mike Ankasa started to say he felt intimidated because Yakofa numbers in the chamber. That is what these numbers will do in the 8th parliament. And for me, 9th parliament. And for me, that statement is very unfortunate.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to parliament. But parliament also don't just act. Somebody must make a petition. Somebody must petition the speaker for the speaker to act. And I'm sure it will be done.
Okay. Citizen. Mamenye won so de emfa the parliament ne de ekokoso ne de isi.
No, parliament is a microcosm of how the society looks like. Inti say yara nkasa nkunku nkofa yewo manga ne ma if bia na no go pay parliament na mo ye when the you see I keep saying and I'll repeat it again. Honorable Alexander Kwamna Apenyo Makin oye man kasa me MP beta me visimpa
okay
inti oye me MP you see he is unfortunately being used. I know he's a smart guy, but when obodum pempendu bia, when he wants a particular position, he will be told today he does not have a presidential character. And he should learn from Nani Yanku Nishomucho. Honorable Kennedy Japan. You see, Honorable Apenyo Makin has been very dishonest. Nensembia okeka onsido. Nana number 1. Apenyo Makin kade ono won winning elections in 2016. 2017 one form of government one fun. All elogize Randy Abe no kade Randy Abe kan one ma our friend na what share there on godfathers in the party na such people no to one ball my day to menya certain position on another platform. Okay, the Honorable Kennedy Japan or can akumatu ni yem or guiding when he wasn't given any position. Now say mo katina joya us woman appointment in person because of your business. It's no more in a yamfa. As some more kicking. In fact, even on the floor of parliament, why can't for there? Some of them will not get appointment. It happened to him. And they should know there. Abrabon, there is time for everything. Wombre bosu. I can't be finding in there, one more position there. Beji health, Beji interior, nice and pet because pay our business. Another dishonesty. Now, the crow years so on boy in there. After what I know a motivational speaker of telling people there a wombre bosu. Encouraging all the backbenchers. Now he calls people you are a backbencher and you remain there. You never get position. Is that are you motivating the people? One of my way backbenchers in Ukraine there. At least today time to learn because worry and everybody will not be ready to entertain them again. So what we have one guy recently just now one cherry biaro. Then I'm a casempa won't say me and castle. Anything that you say, they will not even allow you to say it. And then today, you've not even seen even a pint of what you did. I'm when the honorable African all of a sudden he told the NDC is full of chaos. They like chaos. He's a true Democrat. He believes in rule of law and the courts. Aqua Parliament appointment committee that's a BB coordinator answer in front of court. And that they own what the Ngwesi table do. I wonder what to 2 microphone. I thought you said you believe in democracy. Is that how a true Democrat does things? Oh, yeah, one me. It's one saboteur. I mean, it's too early. Nah, more prepare, war pre. In fact, if your parliament sits in now, even there, since I'm 51, it was an idea. What after when you know, into a corner, a illness at no semicircular. More than half of the semicircle has been taken over. Into what did I fear kakra? It's Mamuri Mubabre. What's up with her? No man or man on funny temper.
Madi, many questions be brewer about city be especially Ablekuma North. The last time who said it be bright, they also on one casa. Afanekwa or Kwakokun. Ablekuma North. I was say,
it's unfortunate I hear any candidate can say Fanuku. In fact, I hear those issues.
What's it?
In fact, okay. I saw people in the Okankwe Central demonstration. Can say, parliamentary candidates now issues now. In the first place, court never a party now. Leading court issues. Okay. So it can't happen. Say court law party no is not involved. Again, court no so court. Ye ni entire court. A share all parliamentary candidates. Etio masem because about elections are parliamentary elections. It ends at the constituency level. It is all running elections. Say no. We mind as a national level no is towards the national presidential elections. But we are here for parliamentary for so say how to resolve the issues, how to even collate your result on the ground. Until you collate result at the national level for parliamentary. No. You collate you say presidential and now collating. So what you normally do is we only pick one and a winnie, so you pick the list in those areas for parliamentary. So it comes later and somehow to say issues whereby then you know how say so about all these areas now our issues now we are following on the issues party say 270 6 in Kapatankepe. We didn't go to election, say, where dear we are not winning, but we all fought for it. But dear, Ebaye, any. However, Oma, war issues, I was so no, say, Kankwe Central, Tema Central, Obuasi East, Ablukumanov, or Dominic Abidjan before then. Now, issues, not the beginning. Now, at the issue of electoral commission, yeah, resolve issues, until time I ever do court. Now, elections to ever do court, it is until there is a declaration and son I want to me an opportunity to go to court on the issues, no matter what the issues. Necessarily, you end up there to be fighting over say issues. Into other cases, now no of issues, then you ask some kind of questions because when we say, time now all these ones ever courts, not two. Domiko Aminya, any Ablekuma Central. Na I see afraid for IPAC. If says na says Omo Inaka. Omo invite here say Yambra name sure issues, how to resolve that issue. And the issues was there. This is only pink sheet, in all those areas. But how do we resolve the issues? Inti Koka say Domiko Aminya there you will pink sheet na also. But about Domiko friends Ablekuma no fine. Yeah, pink sheets. Because that is the information we pick from the constituency. Say, yeah, pink sheets. That is the information we are given. So when we went to the IPAC meeting, we confirmed that there be any pink sheets. But as for Dominic Aminya, there were pink sheets. So we provided the soft copy, then added the duplicates. Now MPs who said that almost Ablukumanov, but a soft copy without duplicate. In fact, it's because how the mechanics are the most canny then for Mongo so now I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, I ask these questions. Say no.
Okay.
Because me catch say by elections one say a person can you be truthful, but people can be talking about this issue. Say how do you say Mascani are there? But me need original here Mascani.
Original what
so okay. Even beyond that, I say okay, I say, but you submit it.
Okay.
Naya access the one. So betimi the ejuma we take it from there. So said Domiko Abinya Ablekumanov. And we were supposed to finish with Domiko Abinya. Yet na say yeah issues in the at the time na yeah we Domiko Abinya issues no. And Ablekumanov issue be court issues no. So we're supposed to meet at IPAC to start on the issue of Ablekumanov. And the Yisi say although you start issues we now, court can say we are. They will come back and continue the process. We are waiting for that issue, court issue. Now you see, after some coalition of the result, without inviting the NDC as a national level. Mr. No, you invite me now, all political party. But I invited you. So now you can say they are trying doing something at the constituency level. But we saw MPP national executive there. Evans. Now. The reason for us that all they push to go to that area, I was clear in my mind said, questions now can be some at IPAC or MPP form soft copy document, they can't answer. That's why they ran to go and push it on the people at the district level. But we were like, okay, because you have court so I call for us to pay. And I said what they call court so what I said no. That's why we didn't follow. And we as a party, national level, we still believe we were still talking about 62 pink sheets. Because minutes in which I say, and I'm not surprised, I'm going to call almost Takashi no. Could do a beer, they say, I'm going to be solution. I'm going to be solution because they forced their way. He said, according to papers, in fact, the last time, I'm going to do a peace council. Say, peace council in Freya. No, I'm going to my NTS.
Hey.
Yes.
I'm going to peace council.
In fact, I'm going to peace council. No one they peace council. And I'm going to go to Friday. Interquest say, "Come on, so prepare." Now they are emotional now, but and also they couldn't. We couldn't meet.
It is all for police stations now. What me are collecting? And no more candidate in Lydia.
Yeah, at the time on our issues, when our information say we declare results, say our candidate was declared to win the elections. But these are issues I'm going to say because there are some 62 polling stations that
outstanding.
They admitted, say yes, that polling stations, it was outstanding at the time of this collation. So our issues, and it's okay. how do we conclude with these issues? Any of my call IPAC no.
Okay.
IPAC friends on emergency. In fact, I'm afraid initial say IPAC meeting. But I could do on the say a friend say season 1 month will be because no candidates anymore. But when you come to IPAC, a different thing altogether. Ideas and a share to resolve issue. So we all allow say as I said no. Even say pink sheet for Dominico Abinya soft copy plus hard copy no MPP diminya access no they couldn't provide this at IPAC.
Okay.
Oman timi provide because we ask polling stations no we am yes the DNA in fact the buy no na the 3 soft copy no almost sending na pictures into 2 issue no almost the back be kan one enka one. In fact, Evans be sorry as I say I try to throw back no say enka one and say they be a mistake. So but they were not able to provide this to us for us to assess. But the same people no at me electoral commission say collect result now they say they have all the pink sheet even with the hard copy. Because I catch them some any hard copy at the minutes but now they have hard copy. But which we understand is say obi try BB because of a scan document AI what me BB amachino.
Okay.
That's why Evans any magmenu journey free IPAC issues now. Omu say someone the back they can beat us to it. So we still believe say we are not ended in the issues.
Because before swearing in no 9th parliament in ebe start no. Yehu say Marco Court akwaje injunction ya nanka Ghana for hwe kwan say those MPs na ye de interlocutory injunction ato wo swearing in no enka omunye part but omunye oboasi is say Eastern region so kra no 1 or 2 constituency and then it be bright constituency no mni ade no omurura mu a wo munti no as omuhunu ni say once as I say as am 188 ni mu ye okay with it
you are not okay you see let me
188
you see let me tell you something before who say okay Jachi question there was an injunction on him you see so our time it was okay. Oh, at times if you are doing analysis, you should be at least fair in issues. Oh, that's a question in terms not injunction one or so. But the argument is say you cannot. Didn't one or so. Maybe say we you know bunu for now affecting it's him. You understand? So we have the opportunity to use a frequency. That if you allow us to win the seat, let me not speaker in parliament. Okay. Say there's injunction, there are law court issues. Once there's a declaration, somebody must be in parliament. And no parliamentarian to me stop.
Okay.
But that also doesn't end your case. Say, okay, so another person have won the case or not. You pursue the case and you can win. Because the precedents also. There were constituency in 2024, in 2004 elections, The case went up to within the 4 years in courts. After that, I say year and the year until yes, until I am with it. So, in fact, that was 2 cases that time, a presidential and parliamentary. So, on my neighbor check, I say, we can allow court case on parliamentary and presidential to run that length. Until anybody yes for Supreme Court, and then we say in timber form and about around 8 months. And no crap no, answer the letter, anymore. So. Procedures and you just say because of our parliament, anyway. So that is another area. Party faithful say I think because of that, we have allowed we are okay with the
where you want back
it's not only the voting in parliament that makes your parliamentary if you for parliamentary it helps you to manage the constituency.
Of course.
For party, so what parliamentary candidate it helps you to even to handle a constituency because of MP. It has some kind of opportunity above one constituency. So for party, not only the voting. Say you can vote because then they be no parliament.
Of course.
So far you start here and say about for eco meetings. It doesn't mean say, but yes, when there are issues that you want to push, you really need numbers.
You bring your numbers.
Yes, we need the numbers. In fact, the NDC will never sleep over any number. First, we didn't go for elections. In fact, our target, for this, not a secret. The target of NDC was not expecting 180. Yes, we got it, but we wanted more. 270 6 no come na penny na especially the way especially the way Efenyuma Kim is behaving in parliament like this. We will not waste our time on that one. But I want to assure party members. In fact, I want to stage better where say if you juma here in no people are not seeing it. Say your problem be anti-me so in fact people are saying ya jama mom. We still in fact me
because constituency for no ono so no e na ni je set say nsa mama do agi na what me to another pre na ade
ebe part of we know yes
say e be bright constituency ezi munya ada so constituency executive no almost no e ma wo mani che
the other issues I will not sit here and talk about it. You see, the other issues I will not sit here and talk about it, which is be part of our reforms going forward in running certain activities I will not talk about it here. But I can tell you, sir, from election day to date, up to date, I've been always in the office, all because of such issues I here follow. One day because I may arrested.
Because of seats
because election I still ask me office and so we are still on we have not abandoned the parliamentary MPs and say and candidates say because your numbers we are okay with that. We are
okay. Your friend is honorable. We are member of parliament. This teacher trainee, Asemiya master tia mode bay. 2016 enyansunsan so wo mosopa. Alawa eni wo mu fidi betwem eni ade no. Ehu se education minister efrase e ka ho nsem. Ebia MDC for bedwin say you starting in term a na say student loan no efrase say ye effective a Ghana for rebefi and Ghana for begiatu enhamo especially MPs na enhamo
say en kan say ye twom.
Okay.
It's clear. We have even issued a statement. The education minister issued a statement. What we have done is President Mama at a committee. I ever heard the way forward for the whole education sector. And as our sector, no, we'll have more terms of reference. One of them is to identify people who will be the stakeholders, the engagements that we will have on the whole education sector. Parents, students, administrators, GES, everybody are all say education. It involves tertiary, it involves basic, it involves middle level. Baby aka ho. Enti yentwen na yenya sa engagement no nwie. Enti I'm happy say quickly, and this is what my senior brother Kano has said. This NDC is a new NDC. Yen transima fake news. Juma. You see, the problem that NDC had was with the traditional media. The traditional media were stuck against us from 2016. But this time, the social media.
Okay.
The social media that you people, the traditional media cannot control. Because we actually phones is here, no information, no the koto, any of the social media platforms are viral. So now you cannot lie for the people. Quickly, the Minister for Education has come out with a statement say, "Wan kasa, inti mama President Mama Kwan, just 1 month to. Then I'm so oh yeah baby, inti ya join say wabedi a long time, just 1 month. Inti the education committee na altino, you come out with the modalities. You have a dialogue. The essence of democracy is citizens' participation. And inti we are going to have a dialogue on the economy. We are going to have a dialogue on education. These are all promises that President Mama making here. And to me, person Ghana for you and say, government NC Genebia say ye baby teacher training allowance and nursing training allowance. What we are saying is we are forming a team to delve into the whole education sector. White paper, the recommendation of the Bebano, government will put a white paper on it, and a Ghana for who positioner abaya tiki. And no panic button, we'll be unpressed panic button. No. As far as we are concerned, we are continuing with the payment of the teachers and nursing training allowance.
On the sir committee need a recommendation, Beba.
Ghana for including the students, including parents, in be part of the committee.
Okay.
And the recommendation, Beba, but the way forward for the whole education sector. I am narrowed to just teacher training allowance. The whole education sector, and it includes all the sectors. I was saying,
Okay.
We go on say you were one of these MPP communicator, Awal Mohammed.
Yeah.
On our time sort of pray no answer of issues. Okay, as a haji issue we are committee two quite by and omuka interview Joy FM. I can say a fair number tenancy as we at say betting cost no down or not. A while and a while Mohammed the video. Say I catch them say me not me friend say let me phone a call. I want you to talk about this Haji issue. Say whether we have not reduced the cost of it. A process and as I said, we will deal with the issue. So we will deal with the Obama will leave a good legacy. We will not deceive Ghanaians. That is why we are engaging the people to come in to discuss those issues. But don't also forget to say, and that is also some people must be careful. And when we start acting, Mama can say the elements of extension of MPP now institutions now they want to still behave as if they are still in power. No, they should be careful. Yes, those elements, they still want to behave. Say they are still in power, still doing MPP thing. So want to undermine our state government. Who deal with them? Because who be me last time I also saw it. Even some issues news they want to block everybody. Just they want to use their own media houses.
The whole Daily Graphic reported this lie.
So these issues,
they want to use their own.
Does I say PR so say or more than one? And but they are giving the opportunity
because we're finance minister. I press conference best 5 class media. You be who na ye who no TV ni social media.
Mami as Matima say am come. Mami am onim. Onim ye be.
You said that no blacklist until old list na no mu. Ye blame me ministers no because ye nim baby a free.
Yeah.
But
we resolve it.
My issue is say they should learn say as so. In some ways they are giving us the opportunity. Who say so Accra? Who say Ghana? Friends, Ghana, Ghana, part of Ghana. So if somebody be transferred to Yo to go and work, you shouldn't blame anybody.
Me on record, and then I'm started America. Them teacher training allowances, nurses training allowances on record. Minim the reason why Ghana we should still be doing this to ourselves. Nanama obiara him there sabi say ikosuya a technical area like a teacher or a nurse, the likelihood of getting a job after school is higher than obi okoye BSc okoye humanities, any humanity course, philosophy, any humanity course. So why they obi okoye humanity course bia keke no ono origin loan need job security or a lower than obi or called nursing. And since we are classifying all those as a tertiary institution, and especially when government is introducing the obetia school fees first semester are tertiary institutions and not just universities. Why should we still be having this debate on teacher training allowances and nursing training allowances? So whether the government decides to scrap it or not, I strongly believe there in Pempenda Yedun. Now the essence of putting that allowance in because first we'll be on the charge and not nursing. In the Obia ni man call nurse and a doctor or teacher because when him there about 2 to quite. So why are we still giving them allowances and restricting them? Because once you are giving them allowances, they're there budget for. Into a quota to whom
you can't admit all.
So why are we doing this to ourselves? You see, them highly political society na ya wana ipede to anamoni bia na ye de be am yosam. Into who opponents take advantage of the situation or very dangerous for us. Only thing abaye yen to me we. because it will be if you come there this thing should not be done no wo opponent kind of win na mama back. So we are never able to deal with this situation because Mikel Honorable Okuvandapoy, this man worked so hard to make Accra better and cleaner. What happened? Papaya Ochiokwe and Jeremy is away to Nigeria friend.
Henry
Kote Bafu free. Gidi now the party for crack catch and be me lose.
Now only say a former mayor Yasma Woking, Okuvandapoy. Sabre national organizer ya bwati jana me adom. Or say why na no mi said the end there. Omo pra bo no.
I know our team.
Oh, adom any interview. What's your one Okuvandapoy? I don't know me sa prayer. Why tie gu. Wa medjuma na ya dia ma ya bre.
So because of these things into even when you know that you know is the right thing. But I had an kaya kana free SHS. It can want some everybody is careful. Because a kana and can ye pet it will be used as
cancellation.
You understand? You know, it's one mama as you see the you see the top level change has happened. Since I change I can yam now ye change. Yet me mufuno so yanse say yesu baya. Obeyezin. Because you do pempendu bia or dey yanso yasesa na ye mabi wo wa ye no we cannot do the same thing. You see this Omani Yankasa no, some people want the rot to still remain because one would do. It's Yama Koya, Obide de Beasa. Obinan the Bana Bon when the systems in Ghana start working. It's near Mankadebia, Yan Dama, young when you mudama, no one won't take advantage. It's yet me Mufuna Yarbre, Mr. One man sometimes we need to go solidly behind our government to be able to take the initiative obedience to depa more money in a for the long term, because we seem to always use ad hoc measures to solve entrenched problems, and that one on yejuma, because we need to start thinking long term and planning well. Obi boss about 5 years, about 2 years na in them breeze and kofuko school 1 month no abefi. I'm a quite. How? And two months come awesome. This all of a sudden, chance full to walk us. Yet I am yassi. Yet I am yassi. There is Siciano or Mano. Some people now feel they can be talking. It's good.
The reset agenda has started.
It's good. So, what I'm saying is that we should be strong enough.
Okay.
To decide that you may be on Koye into my answer.
Okay. I remember my time was by my mouth 1 minute now, my mama did so 1 minute now. Sorry.
I'm say I believe say the reset agenda has started. I feel say I don't know. I don't see the wow Betty say President Mama say obetwa wemu or say obeye wemu. And we are not rushing. And until you believe say amamuo no democracy no a citizens participation and until a local governance structure. And until we are getting people involved in the most difficult areas we want a consensus building approach. Say maybe a century census now. Am I a homegrown policy a team you navigate economic challenges and no. Sir approach na any afase to be president mama at committee economy economic issues no so at committee education so on the another committee other sectors are critical sectors. We want a bipartisan a consensus approach Ghana for nyina ka ho meji dis say the policy eba na ni pani nyina will buy in no matter how difficult the policy is. You name say we are doing it. Finally, when you say President Mama Bawabai, the only opportunity Ghana wo now for a brighter future President Mama, because or no na se siano obedi 4 years. The hard bullets. I was on a bite the hard bullet no. It is obi betime make reforms our education mu, reforms our health sector mu, our economy mu. It is him. And for me, let them do the talking and the politicking. But the most important decision, I am sure, say he will reset Ghana. And I can say reset Ghana now. We are not coming to do the business as usual. Some of the decisions may be difficult. He will take them. Some of them are very routine decisions. He will continue to take them. But me very assured and confident say with him in the helm of affairs, he will change the narratives my way.
Okay, but that's Madi.
Say the promises that we made.
Madi, my appointment in my.
Oh, Matuasi. But let me.
Only do cast up appointment.
Let me read.
Madi, my appointment in my.
Let me read the message now. Send mama. Okay, say next this year. Matuasi.
Many would come over here.
Again, yeah, this Haji issue. Only say Nanaldo Bawumia Abram di Ghana. Haji, a institution be a young dika because it's individuals and a sika.
Okay.
No one managing no. Even though you have sown your profits because of engagement, yeah. But as there over $5 million a car and now Bregu Haji board. $5 million.
How?
Yes. See, almost by say Ghana no.
Almost free.
Almost can then they give assurance. Somebody say na so obi out di Ramadan or more amudi or more every for say you can do anything. Oh, so I was not surprised when after elections now we are called Maka say what didn't Yankuba born in Pine or Copacha or Yankuba because this is the kind of things they did to this country. $5 million per na Baomia abedina wapa ma ye Ghana sika $5 million individuals 8 so where is the money?
Ti abaye say mo aban we
no they
aban ka
inti aban we juma but I don't say aban ka no. How do you want him to resolve? Who will call people to answer? I will call people to answer. Says he can a ban say who you soon say who you soon say we work on those ones. So that's one they should prepare. They should prepare very well. In fact, that's why last time when I in the parliament, now my minister of sports, former minister of sports, also Kasabi or parliament. Also bisa questions. Any power to meet the accreditation. Because even you see crap see your crap no, tete Ghana na motono. You see crap na mo nyamoshe o mu rapo tete Ghana. Accreditation, who accreditation almost $4 million. This time around, we will not sit back to allow them to just say things because they are ready to do it. They are ready, but I am very happy to say, Marty say, one senior journalist be say, "Pa," and this is say, "Embra, on station."
Antimunya na monko.
Say, "Oh no, to about her." Yeah, uncle, no, say, "I know you lose elections." I will be surprised to see somebody going there, even though some of us go to NIT FM because then you need problem with NIT FM. But I will feel hurt to see say people now come when there's an opportunity to ask a patch out. They didn't beg us last year, but now when we say that opportunity, no, when you enter me patch out, no more. There will be the appointment number. But only I say paper near 2. You were white and green. But only and half green, half white.
That's a woman. That's a fake. That's a woman. That's a fake. Because it's me a green white. I was have one my BS. Okay, Madam was say you may. I was for you try a hona. Yamra Sia. I met twice a month.
Starter. It's too far to dance.
Amen nijia bebusiemu papa na bema ka Givers P capsules. Eni Givers Co capsules bomu nom dia na enijia ni ahoden no.
Wa brudo.
Givers P capsules.
Ememe wadi ifiedu watwede kronkwan na efa.
Givers Co capsules.
Apemfo abatan wo mo manufo ne nkwada wo ne ifiedu mienu nka ho. E wo drugstore bia motofo nko Givers Herbal Center, Teshi Mobile, and Teshi Aduami. Phone numbers 0543 222 470 and 050 68
FDA Aje Edwedi Nkratui Atu.
Banjo. Why go?
Massa, St. Andrews Asembubu Wayek machine biomo. Yeah! A few wedia, a buta.
7 A's, 6 A's, and 5 A's no abruso.
NTCC, so better forms was St. Andrews SHS. The results need be na chance.
A few way, yeah, the 999 candidates and a quatrain, and 997 and a qualifier for university.
Wow, wedia, a bro again and Nentias yeso.
And on to Sawako school be a Felipoto.
A money how cry.
For an more St. Andrews SHS. Say St. Andrews, Abia Quenya, Amo form 3.
And to my own yaha, never found forms. Natural was see May June exams to be a fearby.
And to Massa Quenya Wempa, Fisami Huyanka, Nakachi.
And to Fresisia, Najo SHS 3 admission form
0244 696911.
And 0207 891004. St. Andrews SHS.
We are always
in the lead.
Upgrades are nice, but stepping up is woohoo! Because when you upgrade with GoTV, we'll step you up to the next package. Upgrade today to get more than more with Step Up, where if you're on GoTV Plus and upgrade to GoTV Max, you'll get even more with GoTV Super. Get big value, get big entertainment, get stepped up to even more with GoTV. Upgrade today on the My GoTV app or visit GoTVAfrica.com. Terms and conditions apply. Offer ends 31 March 2025.
Very interesting conversation here. And Nikaso Ajabram Papa Adaroma Jumada Yamio Obeyama Wadaroma and come up by and over my
and ye chere a drubia and yaris apomuding every muka cry minyafa kwadu nase eduano and hinino. What can he now? Because in Tina war no kwadu ya near Shafom.
Ni
hini a Dianina, a war from Nankasan, a Diana Sen, a no Nampesi and Kamasem. Until we share Facebook no club and my pejaka cry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, day chere.
Oh, okay.
Kwadu ya asma.
Many boss now I am say Coco.
I'm yeah, Coco Mankeni.
Oh, to Kwadu Yini.
Kwadu na Sinjidin.
We know no team.
My first time I mean who be.
Oh yes, very good papa. Kwadu na Sinjini. Esaya de bebre.
Can want some say.
Okay. Say mechia nedika mechia watie fu na etie. Nyame nhiro bibia nsoso. Na Kwadu Asinjini no. Yo yare bi wo ho a ye nheda enigidie se ebi ye wa obetime nyankwa. You GDS says I are any wa Dr. Betty manage na Woody Frim. The castle be manage a dear say I didn't mean your own qua.
No more crocra,
no waiting so be Busomia, just a wet me waffle and no person on channel. Yari to say your funu cancer and answer cancer be a home with Jim. And now baby be a cancer, Bible or cry a cancer or now would him and a cancer or Narcissa. Aha. On pet.
Yana Mokana cervical
cancer. On Pecodu Aseno, a Diana Shafom Nina. The hands of a room ye, Nutra. On Pet Yaya Champuya, cancer and a mature and a quansa. On Pay Champa Habaya, Yan Fine Ria, Yembuno. Now on to take a crash so in Wusso. Now, Accra FM. Obey me the tanager. I come, your flower Habambi.
friend said tanager
ne prof din is
ɛno deɛ me ankasa manko school ntino ne o ana me ka che Dr. Sylvia ne betimi a kire bo so mo no mo ko school a mo ko nimdie entity ɛdro ne bu okra me ko fa ba no ohun bi da aha na ja ono aye ne hwehwem no dia abake eti Dr. Sylvia o senka we won yo hwehwem ansa na
enka de ma me anka me kire nkrofo
oh yeah tanager no mesha da dia ba good a champion de obi anim but tanager de ahaban bi a common shedan nye ahaban bi ho odin bebre
but amanfo nim se sa
na we ne friend tanager no dia into obetimi de aka ho eno ye cancer na ewo onipadua mu no na fasa ahaban ne kan
se cancer ato nipadua
nipa kwan but just say kokuram no na fa ka ho ne no a na osa de mfa hwenka ho osa obi a wo ye furukuro bi ade mfa hwenka ho just obi ani de severe pa
say osa no a kwadu ni hini no a
eno nko an no fan
oh horo no atwitwa no anoa onum hu nsuo no anopa ne anwumre wow be cancer de onum no 4 times cancer de na me kire ne de wode haba ne ka ho a severe one onum no 4 times say aton no fumu kura nyankopon do obu ana no fo na de ne da no fom ni na breast cancer
me say
obi ayaba ayedenden
that's right woman be frikofodua eba na me kire no ade ne nane to the sense afa omia ade ne nane na afa omia me no fo a na sent say mrek no
omane o say kwajo apostle wow
yes
cancer
yes obi anyi ndi say etimi eko say ye wogidie say ye hye be ma roba ebetimi akwa eno so ye kokram ye wogidie say prostate timi ye mema ema ne kwa kokram ni nia e cancer e kasa cancer ni nia e cancer so that say no mo ebididi so cancer no ye wo ne nchechemu ahodo nan your first level second level third ndie na sa ginsem na so obi antimi nya hwehwe ye twen se obewu ne afaw na won a mo de first second de wo de ade american ka emritie bi but one more de severe ne de one more no more ne sade america ti say mema na mo si positive how no mesom say ommo mo de anom one bedu 1 week no we release but ne person mo ti say ekuro ntonto aso no be say na wotwe miensa
senya continue
na see into
woni ade ya me wanwa ewo ho aje Abraham on say most of the people your turn radio so check akra
yeah
the omon tell adekro
sir
oh we ya Abraham uba but when you are giving us a free consultation
ensem ni ane ko mutuma duro ho ni a obo akra free studio na
FM I see
yes wa be kire duro no so onje so bebre sida na nyame so acha de bi so chamade obo otimi ba keke ba ma so e be chamade keke
enti kwadu hini teenager ena de
e champion ahabanya na onfa noa nonnom obi a wutie me bia ofo so obi wo cancer se wo ye be ma da eja wo yi mu eda ojunso twa ne mu UTI no be bia etie bia on de onfa ngum na onye
nyame ojunso a be ka kra ka doc de no e be ma na ojunso abohu se asa wo chem anka ojunso de nyesa de o chem ni nyina nso e correcting kama once ojunso ko ti pain and ani be ma mu hyehyere no nso esiesie no kama
sa afei obi o kidney stone your kidney yare na be stone eno so onwa eno mo fa hwe ntum ado de be kan ye wedi aba keke wedi aba kakra bi pe no de be guso mo fa no be break kitwa bi keke no de guso na wanoa ano kidney stone no sa kidney stone type no eno o de be kan na wanoa afobu ho an kokoboba mo je free ne to yesi kokko ni ade so obi de edro we kana no a ohunu ni obeye
so with okokobo de we no kwa na abenua
obenua we no kwa obi akoko ne kokobo pie ana koko hano no ana se ni sisim eya ne yankasa nkasa o
trust koko yi dog eya no mo ma ye bra mo me kotwitwa nnua bi no mo de ahya ye se afre bibia petese sa na ya ne nkrofo ka no
ni na ewo ho ebi suso ano ebi nso tu ase ebi so ano bi tu ase but koko yade no pese ni panti ase se ye ka se syphilis ye wo koko ye wa ni na wo ye furu ne wo yade ne ye keka nia white ya ehu se ye fesi ase bon ebi bibia fifiri ase ni na wo ye furu ne wo na sabio kakra bi na wahunu wo wase.
But interestingly, I think Nkrofo no problem kakra. So Ofori Delali says, look, I like the doctor, but Andrew say, oh no, or they Ofori in because how can I know Samuel prostrate until say any normal person be over? How can the person know?
Now a prostrate in only be as a one. I was so much doctor and too. I know be a number of food.
So which the person can go for
test.
Yes.
Test.
Okay. When I've been diagnosed, or post.
That is when I almost say at the end. Now a face so no. Ono bibidro anabrofudro a adro amechire eno monka ho. Obenum we adro anom wie. Na wo wie na obenum medie na no ano. Open so anom medie no wie na we no enso so ade ano. Obi otie me bia 13 years ni adro amede ba fidie so bia anya adro a eso so yare ano. Adro